eba ningina ni abobo no a ya to ni weekend edition of today's sports team ningina ewa ha na show ni live ewo Oyerepa 100.7 FM live ewo Oyerepa TV on socials no so Oyerepa radio and I say Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana also akwanya se obeche wadwen ewo WhatsApp message na 024191550241191555 na fe ode on 7 nyina ba boss player arekin kan ede among said SM and said efata Mr. Eugene edu Poku striker head of sports for Promise Media Atlantic dada and boss player good morning.
Morning baba bibia boko
nyame adum kaka
na nyoma ekoso kama baba boko
last us na mayra
okay ebeyeye mumfa gidie ni arehye mu nhyem na anyoma bekoyi why
edi
ana unyini se nyoma bekoyi
edi one thing me hu here ba enra gave me Majida Shmeru still where Majida Shmeru and after that blunder from the goalkeeper Freddy Kasari na confidence ne ya side that
Benjamin Asari
ma hu bibia gidigidi bia
wa hu bibia
gidigidi bia
okay wa hu bibia
Salem so I think that
but say we are more like a Black Meteors team than a Black Stars team.
Yes, but
yes. With few players ABI you could test o ma say World Cup no betimi akobi obi tse Majida Shmeru.
Yes.
On why part of the Black Stars for a long period.
Yes.
And recently injuries ha no.
Yes.
Na FSC emfa we nko test no. Na enra na we impress about
Majida Shmeru. Yes. Someone say the type of midfielder no. E kamia say Black Stars na ball qualifiers ni bisa home. Obi a ojibo na onsu.
We technical analysis from Baba Isa.
Ball na me share no. Very comfortable on the ball, me passing. Do the ball progressing or you super and if you say Salim Adamson so Bermuno bad on more minutes or justify why I was say or you're part of the blast a free kick be a buyer or be boy a positive aside that Oko Keta swear our trade on the social media say or you're happy because most of the squads are now cannot under 23 very soon Olympic qualifiers no because so or you're happy with the output of the players.
Okay, into way any nkomo bebre any atenase anopay e the weekend edition of today's sports day bro baby bia wo bia ubetimi adjoin show no live on TV Oyerepa TV live on Facebook Oyerepa radio saso on YouTube Oyerepa radio ho nyina no ubetimi de wonsem afa na anopay benya bre ene adaje na yetimi akinkan mu de ama enche the sports layer babaisa de be rank of cross na fe nsema wa ama no nyina no babaisa de agu ho de ama ye na ba bia babaisa de be fa ebi ene be boso de ama wi e kame esem major leagues ne we Europe nyina no weekending ya de nyina no e ba na wi ye ura the English Premier League as say enye battle for why they win the Premier League be but a battle for survivor. Why and I can Burnley and the Wolves one Tottenham Hotspur and as a West Ham weekendi odwani eche the Tottenham Stadium momone Everton and the DAC and is also na the Olympic Stadium and London and one West Ham tenefi ni Leeds United e the AC and hunsem nyina e wa ha ye de to jawra Italian Serie A battle for top 4 spots so emu aye den e wo Italian Serie A e between Juventus, Napoli, AC Milan afi AS Roma omo any team so omo pray for Champions League spots ni nyina no ye bedi ho komo ni atwe ho komo no pay ewo eye dwumadie eso enra so Manchester City coach Owura Pep Guardiola to say they finally kuyafo ye adwuma opon
yes
10 years and we abeso Manchester City enra and officially Manchester City for announce say Pep Guardiola the dwumadie a odi ewo Manchester City obedi wo Manchester City no ode aba eye na wiye ama omodi atudwa se omo efa eye stand baako no omodi ato Pep Guardiola nti ho no do the Pep Guardiola stand we oye adwuma papa so mfa so no
of course
unya no Real Madrid ape nanka mene Guardiola nko kasa
menye ni setting bi nya Pep ompe but Madrid je because of we Catalonia ni
but they say problem ne say ehin pa na Pep Guardiola be ko bi
I think that many Pep and can try the national team. Some man falling into Italian national team.
Me akura me pe.
Man falling.
You hear Pep in the Italian game.
Yes.
Na o Messi sanyoma. They say do England no kosi sanyoma no. Omra no Messi sanyoma. Emfa emaye. Omra no Messi sanyoma. Ombe change how Italians adwene for football ho. They say we say the Italy for adwene for football no a. I say we are so bobo no to me can tentem edija Italians no omunya Pep
yedini mo ye omo defend na no kra na
say defend no kra no baba enkoyi Pep Guardiola de say coach etimi ball league papa baba was made 102 points agili 100 points agili
send the month for ye bia
Premier League obi anya bi o
okay if you can Premier League there
100 points
but Jose Mourinho so
106 goals
Mourinho so be what other
Oko Premier League history and Liverpool sa season Guardiola de 100 age no and 199 one but Liverpool the 97 but Liverpool the 92
yes
so
where turn in the first of club
Pep Guardiola say amanfo bosse say okodia ateta breni
me no mo
ono so dominate Premier League no enti owura Pep Guardiola wasesa Premier League umpo obaji atum Zakito say Obed mumpo Pep Guardiola asesa ekwan na England for faso dwene efa ball ho and club bia ko player o person o top player obebo in a certain pattern so tell me say can no na stage baba you to din kwa
of course
you top player ni din woni ato na head na ba
ebi na Mourinho ye no the sporting CP Morton Juma neighbor
you to din kwa ba say no Pep Guardiola ma England for no hu say ko top player obesi to your system
of course
a particular system afa na uko Premier League playmaker yi goalkeepers nyina deep line goalkeepers
mo pass me Spanish coaches in Sano Motier
there be Guardiola there
somebody that
Guardiola do the mufua
be deep line player
o the mufua ti yemo na baso so nipa ya de a osayiye uyu obi ya de na so woni a no wabo na baso ne seso baba be chance na bia ba
o se club member
club mu nyina no mo ya de mo compete with Guardiola ba mu nyina no omo adwene no di coach ni nyina Guardiola adwene bi kan
wo ne master ni Ancelotti mu de different
Ancelotti Ancelotti a different style of a manager on say Carlo Ancelotti no Guardiola we knew with star who say Guardiola team na bobo ni
of course
Ancelotti don't think I say Ancelotti team ni
yes
ade ba kwa Ancelotti ya ade wo ho ne say
manage
ono otimi manage stars
yes
so tell me chana say e make sure say o create a dressing room obi abaye comfortable
yes
ono ne dressing room na ntokwa ntansi
David
until Ancelotti teams mostly the individual talent na players no
managing
and otimi dinya resource but Pep there amount for can suspend this kababa we players so to ma enye players anom ye superstars o
yes one player bia me make say ono our transfer be so managing ye Tijani Reinders ye mu bi o ha na ni nim senke bia ba na akọ Real Madrid
and they share
di oye o si
and they go Premier League na ye all time great midfielders some be Premier League obi ko betia make debate for Kevin De Bruyne
of course even
the standard Pep Guardiola de koye so tell me chana say uyi no sincha Bernardo Silva so ho enti Pep de
Rodri can say Rodri age Ballon d'Or
yes
so am
we have schedule raising Rodri level do ye after me be hu say Rodri as a deep line playmaker ono so deserve say a man Ballon d'Or
yes
we nyina ya adwuma ne bia it might not be trophy by the kind of improvement our demand the players are raise your more standard and more compete with the best
now I say we nyina Jose team but me say Jose Mourinho team dey Jose dey ni team dey say Arteta crack say
o ma ye nim command pay baba isa
say Jose crack Arteta ka say ono so ni wi on ma osua fi Jose o and the ball na a say nye o process no ko defend kakra kan ho a multi Premier League nti Jose nso yetimi ni din film asa on pesa over kan Jose
o say nye Jose ho komo na edi
o say ye kan coach sa almost identity
Pep Guardiola hongo Drew Jose be kan asem
say Jose so identity ne
yeah be say Drew Jose be kan ho asem yeah can say Pep Guardiola impact on English football so what is the mention asem
and I can me say am for Jose so impact in world football they why year football
Jose do you no be end that and am for that so yeah
over 21
oh anya no ne kan baba anya ne 21 ne 51 no call 91 one matches wo mo say baba isa what hey ekwan afa so your foreign sports o kind of stories no na afi be hu say other radio stations o mo yes sports o star na we use no ne kwan afa so radio news no obi e bi
atiase
it wants to impact awanya on the sports community
yes
eba a foreign news presentation
was true
eno ne ye kan wasem
on say ye kan nyina na no bi kan asem bi a chere me say the Pep we no ibi anya Ghanaian coaches bi a omo ntiase atukwe fi omo ne staff no mo ye sa de
baba
no football mu
ati tabi e wo Ashtown tabi tie show ni sisi o say I think Pep is the greatest manager of all time nti eno so wa ha
greatest manager of
ai se makase eba ofa trophies any impact there unya coach or
greatest manager of
yes Pep impact there huge nti eno so e wa ha se wa coach ya ama mfie dupe Manchester City for say omo stands back ko to no be the Pep Guardiola stands we obo hu no baba nim de omo be because of the wakoye e Manchester City no both say stands wo no a special price
oh yes
obo be market dia begisika we obi na atena dem na wanwene o it will be obeko Manchester City bia okohwe omo game o so person okotena the Pep Guardiola stand
yes
o see a twabo sonko ne dia to na generate ska dia ma club no amount so be ko excursion wo ho sa stands so bo ko twitwa pictures
yes
omo de begiska omo de ama club no so who de meche no nti history ya dia baba ese wudidi ho obi ba na obeye bibia baba ese wudidi ho eno na o de ba ya ha yentimi nye no ene ye wo mofra bebre a baba isa
so na o kana ya no crew
ye wo mofra bebre a omo hu kwan a has fast you win the Champions League in 2000 say 26 years ni
26 years
ye kan ho asem but na akura bi sori a baba ede na obetimi enya ono so betimi da ya che obetimi agasa has Champions League kro mo giye no me won ho abakosema meka kotoko Champions League mo gi ni 33 de Poku ntishe go no omo video so ho trophy na bisisi kotoko secretariat has de esi omo secretariat ensi wasem de besiesie ho esi wasem de be generate ska
no correct
esi wasem de be generate ska
enyo bia ma na nyanya di
so to the meche na say because those time those enyoma no historic moments our club in history nti a big club like House of Folk, a big club like Kotoko enyoma amayemre bi atwoma na esombo ne omo ba no am baba beti ho asem te senka no peye kan na ko akora bia pro ma me ana wa pre ne papa da me pese me kohwe House trophy no me pese me kohwe Kotoko trophy no do mu gini 83 no House de no mu gini 2000 no Confederation Cup no mu giye no obegina hu mpo no obetwa picture keka
obejiska ese uko Europa
na senhwe uro se kwa me despite oye despite to mobile baba mi se wurom kram se 200 Ghana cedis
200 Ghana cedis
yes
wurom keke no
yes
ska forme coswise
dabi watena se ena wadwene bibi ho saa nyoma ye kan ye Kotoko ne ya House no omo wo
yes
na se wo museum ye se school nkra do omo ko ho e mo omo ko hwe enyoma wo museum a ade ne any the same thing for Kotoko
o si nya
oba santimem ha ayo otikoko so dia and the otikoko so the biggest institution Kumasi Asante Kotoko
yes
basa nyoma we nyina baba
ba yo
amanfo ekutua make 200 Ghana Stamford Bridge
yes
Chelsea Stadium no eno kura nhyɛ da nye hu bia o
yes
baba ukwa kohwe ukoye excursion of Chelsea Stadium a £50.
£50.
Yes. £50. No tua. And then when your opportunity akorhwe and your money be omo dressing room Champions League games omo boy great players omo bebo game was Stamford Bridge omo Jesus ubehu Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Paulo Maldini, great players omo bo Chelsea ugina chire keke no atwa picture ye do wako turf ne so akohwe how the Stamford Bridge turf ni sitie we stance nim wako Chelsea store we are piasa
what you have £50
e do ko omo dressing room baby a Chelsea for omo dressing room o away team dressing room baby a Chelsea for your press conference what now you pictures asa ajuska amanfo free Asia
am gonna has money bi
o say
omuni sa stadium bi ombesa
obi woye wona woye say otere me chena say West Ham Crew Olympic Stadium enye omo dia wo ye lisi amomo baba yara sports stadium ye da we obi anim say wona kotokobo home games Accra sports obi anim say wona has ebom home games enti se nyo impo mo secretariat kurana sa stadium na ha se je Champions League Accra Sports Stadium mo je no kotoko je omo last Champions League 83 baba yara Sports Stadium enti sa stadium no a de sa trophies di baaye no obetimi create bibi wo stadium ho na wo so di agiska
yes stores kwa baba yara so we
on dem che no ene ball no eye business
na no adam for nkasama ne moa Ghanaian clubs you tie no podcast no so sa knowledge we okuruma na eto akone dia
nti
David Obinya common knowledge in football no
okay
na me ni di nkomo nsema o kanu I was with the smaller clubs in the ground.
Sellers or Sesibe, yeah, but was Jibo, why are you trying to run away from the truth when you say it's mentioned? Sellers Mate. No, sir, to us was see, do our clubs even have stadiums or museum to do what you are campaigning for? Sellers or Sesibe, and the way a day abba. Okay, we did the baba later, and no if we we when the message we buy ado. And this message we buy ado o message ni be hwe CDC etie is it that baba doesn't like pep or what na say ne baba wabo pep abaso ono kwa wasaba abaji atum say pep gadola ne de eba coach
by issue of best coach, you know, even England
greatest
coach ever. He's competing with Sir Alex Ferguson. Nami with the DVCC even in the Premier League. A man for say or behind
Sir Alex Ferguson. Say you every biane di wom.
Yes.
Greatest
ever even in the Premier League or man Sir Alex Ferguson.
Yeah. Nti baba enkoma ye di ni na no pay.
Yeah.
And then Usha Ghanaian clubs problem kesi omo wo pa eye kwan on befa so enye sika e dey run omo clubs no kure no monka Ghanaian club bia wo Ghana ya bia omo bre ba ye wonyoma kitin a komo ya e betenye sika kitin dia momo na be so kese no so
of course
ade ba ko aboy ne say majority of our clubs community based clubs.
Yeah.
So woko takwa first ne wo Royal Takwa United and I say yenya mediema umpo and mediema be kata Royal Takwa United so
yes
ama say mediema na takwa fo agiatum so mo de no history a mediema create nyina no a drew point bia eso motimi di generate ska e de ma club no
yes
oko enkran a ye Olympics ye House of Folk ba wonim say House of Folk eba sports the eye
of the fans
of Greater Accra.
Yeah.
Kumasi and Ashanti region. Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
Yeah. Kodoma.
And they will call baby to say baby any Gold Stars. Uko Doma Adriana Stars. Uko Brekum Chelsea. And your clubs they are associated with the community.
Yes.
A dear ye said ye beya. Baba obi sori anopa no okodwa so na okoye adwuma de nipa no enye sika na opeso ye ne se one obehwe na busua
yes
obe create some level of excitement around his family. Excitement ni bi ni say enyoma abusua na ni hu a ebe ye omo fe.
Yeah.
Etueska kozu na nse me de mema ne kozu. Em say akora ba ko bia metwa say 20 or 30 cedis.
Okay.
Obia bebie a big swimming pool. Em say Daban road Denyame road no dey come making.
Yeah.
Unim say akora ba ko bia ewura mu a 150 Ghana cedis.
150 Ghana.
Yes, 150 Ghana cedis. Okodware. Na no kwesi say kwesi ade twam yi. O kira na wotwe.
Yeah.
Enam de junior na kwakuko.
Yeah.
Akora ba ko bia 150 Ghana cedis. 150 Ghana cedis. It just imagine say a day onyankora 100 dey say.
Money.
Busumi bia so Sunday ni wo mu 4. Until by the end of the month no, baba say every Sunday we dem kan Saturday kura wo.
Yeah.
Every Sunday onyankora 100 at 150 Ghana cedis.
Oh, good morning.
Sanyoma we mu enye historic, enye exciting. Se yekase yetna se yaka story pa than how Asante Kotoko as a football club. Eya Asante Kotoko. Ye wo areas won kan baba ukotena ho mpo atoko oku keke anoma. This a utua 100 Ghana cedis ansan wo wura mu.
Utua sika e ma hore.
Dabi o say duru asa akoto de okoto. Baby ye 500 Ghana, baby ye 1000 Ghana cedis.
O ko wura mu keke.
Yes.
I don't know just
I know you for entrance. I know you just entrance. Eti amount for transit journey to make money. And no be any issue say clubs no, especially I can see any woman no. Na da bia na mani abre kotoko ne house no. Baba ye ti hey. Ye ka kwan akotoko fa so share Zamalek. So mo show mo say 5 o say. The day Asafu Jemfi, the black president.
Yeah.
Sorry o Baba Yara Sports Stadium. E kwan a Esperance team no bi ehia na no osuro.
Kotoko share no.
Has ehie no, ehie no. Agi Champions League. Me ye sure say nay say yempo ye petepu kura keke for that game from her secretariat ebebre.
No crap.
Ye petepu keke for that game ebebre. Nti football no baby adu no kwan fa so nya sika e bebre. Nyame ye wadom na at a point e wo club ni history mu utimi ye successful make sure say success no ube create bibi around it to generate money. Studio ya yeti baba wo wa teacher ni bitimi fro e be se me de me nkura na be hwe repair studio a moje sei so ha de anyiska eno so nche se me kan mo nyina mo be frefre se mo do mo ba ha o so te de me chena se ti you see a finding means Kotoko has should be competing with Afrodia ye bubo mudin no more for engineering ska intine Manchester City for dia o maye dia ma Pep Guardiola o de baba isa o china bi na so uko UK na do person bi ko tena the Pep Guardiola stance etwa picture keke kurana obetu ska after what tu ska ewura mu no because history na Pep Guardiola be the 10 years no be die e Manchester City no omo de traba kwasema generate ska Pep no okọ oni ho biem ba ye bedidi ne din ho ye bedidi ne din ho okọ Manchester United omo de Sir Alex Ferguson stand ntinei e na obe support Manchester United e ye dey abeti Sir Alex Ferguson di one wan opeso okuhu Sir Alex Ferguson de no ye ene ye wo Ghana fo a nyame bo bi no oto ne nsem a na wo ye football fan no support Liverpool support Chelsea or support Manchester United timi twa plane ticket free Ghana so wo ko hwe Old Trafford or ko hwe Anfield or ko hwe Stamford Bridge
okay
utu kwan a baba e na hu the greatness of Asante Kotoko but one reason no e da manfo ano but omunim bibi on beba behwe e wo club no
nanu ye ko Nigeria
me medru airport
na France
medru airport me kura letter of Ghana Football Association Tunisia immigration officer no busam say me be dey na so me be cover match ono see the evidence na mo na me yi GF letter oje letter na no tokune o say match be na me say Asante Kotoko o say Asante Kotoko Ghana go
wow
chwe nyina
Nigeria to Ghana sana me nim say o scan ade bi wo phone so udura na wa kire ndia ba na me se Kotoko jesi ma anye bi yes boss wa anye bi a it me delay my flight to Jawo but because of Kotoko jesi no drew and pass it through so
okay
it's a big class
visa the picture bi am me from Takwa say the Mediama XC shop I say Mediama for so your shop oko ha be nyoma akoto nti we nyina ye nkakra ye hwe se clubs ne be ye so na enkoba se e business no mabie te se Mediama and then Moses Park and the finance club no so man create an environmental club na be generate ska because there were a lot of mining companies e Takwa menya sure see a bodwa bi Takwa on a particular day nipa akohwe Mediama match ne ebodwa bi Takwa e benya se nipa no
davi
nti e kire se e wodom e di akire nti se wonya nkofo no mo di adwuma am betimi adwene mo beti anya company si dachi bi se Moses Park company wa Mediama beto so aye Mediama eno ne pese clubs no omo ehwe nti kakra ewo the Pep Guardiola stance no eno no baba isa di nyina ho nsem ebetu edwa baba de enkarema de dambama ka nyi Kylian Mbappe ono so baba se de na fa Kylian Mbappe ho
Avaru Abelu say irrespective of the amount for Kenya and a consistent performance goes now share you know and the club no fighting for the title despite issues are around Kylian Mbappe.
We any nsem bebre na the sports lawyer aboabo no pay our day ebreye nti ka sports lawyer ho enche odi be wura no ne na afin nsem wa no ne nyina no sports lawyer ede aguo ede amaye saasu ne be fia enura yam from the Black Stars of Ghana and I said the Black Meteors of Ghana the president of Ghana Football Association Uraketo Kreku say under 23 team with few addition bia ye kwa test o mahwe say ye betimi do maka Black Stars team no asade atudwa say June busumi ni de dikan 1st of June and a Black Stars final squad 26 man squad no the Ghana Football Association ede ebeba bonten odin sema atudwa ede afa game ni ebehwe game ni say de sikoye Benjamin Asare enra ono eneda post num edema na ahomachin ono eneda post num edema Ghana abre ne Mexico edi esiani na ohwe game na ohun se ye call up no baba ye se hwenwoma yi
enra game da chese
Abranti bi efeni teriyegbe
on this one ko bi
so wa national teams akwa but obebia on che oye player the standard ne draw
national team
enra mehwe no yenhwe ye call up yi Ghana Premier League ebeto aso over the weekend na why eneka 11 wonders and afi Hoho United ho Nations FC Young Apostles Swedro All Blacks we any teams me say mu baako ebekwa akoka 11 wonders ene Hoho United ho games eba so oduani ekire wanchi ho na Young Apostles etnefie ene Samates ede esie ni saso na Aliu Mahama Sports Stadium no Watermale Nations to Kerala United was again afi Baba Yara Sports Stadium Asante Kotoko ene Swedro All Blacks ene DBC ni other games no ho ni nyina ho nsem ye de ebetudwa enra Julius Ben enuna miamenwa Julius House of Folk MD ono so nya akwanya House of Folk omo X page ne so ene achitafo edi nkomode nsem bebre na no ede etu edwa ene anopai on the show and somebody tudwa abra ushia House of Folk achitafo on the X page no Canadian na friend Twitter no ye de ho nsem nyina e de ebetudwa e wo eye dwumadi so ene nsem ahodo ayaboabo no no pay ababa yi said the sports lawyer ye de ebretifo em se ade enchie anopa baba amanfo musa questions emfa eye asante kotoko the next direction of the club obehwe eye me phone so sesi ya messages nkwa about Asante Kotoko. Me say Manchester United fan bisu dia ba say what is say or say I heard my darling club Manchester United are almost done with the signing of Ederson from Atlanta. Okay. Can you give us more details about that signing and if he will be a good addition to the United midfield? AM Eddie Fikutri and a day Abba. Metro question idi ato na baba yi se wi a yebedi ho nkomo efa Ederson awo Atlanta Brazil ni no Atlanta no and the question I will say on the rise quick o yes unse no boss Salernitana and oko Atlanta in the last 2-3 seasons why on say no oye different from a typical defensive midfielder. Yeah. So uko Atlanta, omo DM pa Martin Deron. Yeah, Martin. And omo use no as a box-to-box midfielder. Yeah. Into the bar, you be chichi. Manchester ya so pesando tonali. And tini nyina na ehon ensem ewa ha. Baba ewia ma no ensem na ebeba na ya bibi ni nyina mu. Black Stars game. Ebedi ho komo. Ibidi hunkomo ewo eye dwumadi so baby bia wo bia no ubetimi edo messages aba 0241915555 0241915555 saso ena betimi dia fa Facebook eho Oyerepa radio anaso de befa eye YouTube kura na ebenya daje na yahwe na yakenkan ni nyina ede amount baba na mamenyima kwanya because amount for raise concern on say solo wona we ekoma voice note no ebi mo ha no mo person mo send voice note no mo chechiro masemu ye nti akwanya wo ho anopai on weekend edition of today's sports won sama wo nyina no obetia voice note na dia fa WhatsApp 0241915555 0241915555 odi fa ho a ebenya da je ne abo ne mpase bi se bi wo ma yetime yi ano e de amount nti enne akwanya wo ho se won sam nyina no obetia kasa egu phone so na odi afa 0241915555 na yetimi abo e wo dwumadi so na yahwe se de nsem no esi etie yade mo kwa ma no ne sports lawyer baba isa atenase enne ye team of producers omaboabo ansem na no e de ebremo eye Samuel K Mensa Solomon Kata Visa Shika omunyina etachiri ene edi dwumadi no ede ebremo sports lawyer baba isa edi ewura eye nkofo nkroso na afi ensem wo ho nyina no sports lawyer abomoden etimi ede abre ewo eye dwumadi so baba mame emfa 20 days more and I say 19 days more to the World Cup. They say free na ekono oba no pa bia we na yedi ebedu anim ansa na dia mono nsem no aba.
In a trip for any irritative phone, special good morning once again. Ye konko funkro so and someone pay a d at dentete e boom fumpa na a disafata sa utie ena yede esum wo show ne live ewo Oyerepa TV Oyerepa 100.7 FM. Yes, same F Serie Anum way the last round of games a day season 2025-2026 in Serie A. Eba na wieyem enra oko Stadio Artemio Frontier na enyasem kutwa Fiorentina ene Atalanta ebo 1-1 na Roberto Piccoli ena enya goal ade ema Fiorentina ansampom ena Comozo enya ongo etika ama Atalanta bobo kono enem yewo Bologna oni Inter Milan ebom ewo Renato Diarra na fe Lazio ani Pisa ade aboanim ewo Olimpico abusuam we any games ene etoda otenam yebenya Parma on Sassuolo ana ebo ewo Enio Tardini Parma Cromwell na fe Napoli atrafiem Nyankopon boa no nine abom amune Udine ena ebebom ewo Stadio Diego Armando Maradona Stadium na fe AC Milan ene Cagliari ede abosu 6:45 atenam ewo San Siro Milano yebenya Cremonese oni Como ena ede ebo ani ewo Stadio Giovanni Zini ewo Cremona na fe Heras Verona trafiem ewo Stadio Marc Antonio Bentingodi omani AS Roma ate ebosum Lecce betrafiem womum ane Genoa ebebom na fe Torino and Juventus abotinam 6:45 our Stadio Olimpico Grande Torino our Torino Cromwell say and a table ATM after match day 37 yawa Inter Milan what did Ligue dam 86 points Napoli atoso mienum 73 points AC Milan atoso miensam 70 points AS Roma atoso enai 70 points Como atoso enum 68 points Juventus atoso ensiam 68 points Atalanta atoso ensom 58 points na from 16th position to 18th position. Baby at me see Cagliari atosom edunsiam 40 points. Na uko Lecce suya wamutoso edunsom 35 points. Cremonese tosom edunwachem 34 points. Heras Verona de are already relegated 21 points. And a Pisa and some etime every league with 18 points. Say and a top scorers Etienne Lautaro Martinez our Inter Milan 17 goals and one Marcos Thuram our Inter 13 goals na Donia Malin our AS Roma 13 goals Dovikas Osiakai Emma Como Washem 13 goals Nico Pass our Como 12 goals and Rasmus Hoyland our Napoli also as 11 goals yadinina L2 anim and anopeng tentam so yanko La Liga num match day 38 of the Spanish Primera División Santander Ochnam and matches nina eba na wiye na Ochnam oko Mendio Zorota Deportivo Alaves and Rayo Vallecano and eba 7 p.m. Celta Vigo and Sevilla bebom simultaneously Espanyol and Real Sociedad ebom ewo RCD Stadium ewo Barcelona na fe Getafe and Osasuna at the abosom ewo Estadio Coliseum na yebenya Girona on eche at the abosom ewo Estadi Montelivi ewo Girona Cromwell na fe Ri Mallorca and Ri Oviedo at the abosom Minfan to Jose Rebetis and Lavente ebom na Ri Madrid and Athletic Club Bilbao at the aboso ewo Bernabeu Valencia ebetrafiem ewo Mestalla on Barcelona and at the aboso Jordan Villarreal and Atletico de Madrid ebom ewo Ceramica and at 7 p.m. say and a table Etienne Abusia Bansa and a LED one more ewo 94 points amajili ganawie dada Madrid etoso mienum 83 points and Villarreal etoso miensam 69 points Atletico Madrid etoso enai 69 points Rebetes etoso enum 57 points Celta Vigo etoso ensiam 51 points Getafe etoso enso 48 points na edunum wamwa mbetime arenum Lavente etoso edunum 42 points Osasuna etoso edunsiam 42 points Echeforum etoso edunso so 42 points. Girona etoso edumotwem with 40 points. Real Mallorca etoso edumkro 39 points from 15th position to 19th position. Obiatimere already Real Oviedo there etoso edunum ware dada with 29 points. Say and a petit Etienne Kylian Mbappe Juma Emma Real Madrid 24 goals. Vedat Muriqi Real Mallorca 22 goals. Antibu Damel our Osasuna 17 goals. Lamine Yamal our Barcelona 16 goals. Vinicius Junior Real Madrid 16 goals. Ferran Torres our Barcelona 16 goals. And a Mikel Oyerepa our Real Sociedad 15 goals. And an Sam Etime Akantantamson our English Premier League match day 38 the run in said a funania daho Arsenal and after 22 years Hamatime Ajem the 2025-2026 English Premier League now our American Express Community Stadium Ochnam Brighton and Manchester United and our games nina ayo Ochnam 3 p.m. now for Burnley at 12 p.m. our Turf Moor Burnley Cromwell Overhampton Wanderers and a Ebony Crystal Palace and Arsenal Ebebom and no 3 p.m. out at Selhurst Park London Fulham and Newcastle United at the Ebony our Craven Cottage London Cromwell Liverpool and Brentford Ebebom our Anfield Liverpool now for Manchester City and Aston Villa at the Ebony our Etihad Stadium Manchester Cromwell Nottingham Forest and the AFC Bournemouth and the Ebony our the City Ground Nottingham and a game them team atop them Sunderland and Chelsea our Stadium of Light Sunderland Cromwell Tottenham Spurs and Everton at the Bosom our Tottenham Spurs Stadium in London and a game them team atop them West Ham United and Leeds United bomb our London Stadium London England and a summit match them team atop them you're doing now L2 and nano play say and a table at TM after say Arsenal winning the league after 37 matches on 82 points plus 43 goals. Now Manchester City and a Tosum 78 points. Manchester United a Tosum 68 points. Aston Villa a Tosum 62 points. Liverpool a Tosum 59 points. Bournemouth a Tosum Siam 56 points. Brighton a Tosum Enso 53 points. Chelsea a Tosum and Watchem 52 points. Brentford Tosum and Crow 52 points. And a Sunderland a Tosum Edu with 51 points. Nabusiam say and relegation battle at TM on him says 17th position. A Tottenham Spurs 38 points. Now minus of 10 goals and a West Ham United will Tosso Edu Watchem 36 points. Minus of 22 goals. Battle between the two clubs. Now I'm a joining Burnley and Overhampton one dressing tea and them on your behu na Detenie Alan Haaland and a LED goalkeeper our England 27 goals in his credit. Thiago Thiago our Brentford our 22 goals and 27 our 16 goals. João Pedro Esiakama Chelsea 15 goals. Morgan Gibbs White Nottingham Forest 14 goals. Oli Watkins Aston Villa 14 goals. Dominic Calvert-Lewin Leeds United 14 goals. Danny Welbeck our Brighton and also as a 13 goals. The English Premier League run in Fana Denom at 2 and then pay Uko Germany Abusiam German DFB Poker Final Bayern Munich and VRB Stuttgart and a Elbow and then 6 p.m. and a side game team atop them Oko CAF Champions League or and a finals Etogam our Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium on himself Mamelodi Sundowns Echo game 1-0 on aggregate AS4 and Mamelodi Sundowns our Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium El Rabat na AS4 for them. I was here show me one year team one about 29 home games our Total Energies CAF Champions League since the start of 2005 edition amalusumi and sape AS4 for them alusu mi and sape na mi and some olusu yenina efi Tunisian side ho Tunisia form and a team eshe wom na CS Faxen shom 1-0 in the second round in 2006 na amulusu 1-0 to Etoile du Sahel in the group stage ewom 2007 num okanyina boma out of 29 matches 18 wins 8 draws for the past 21 years and AS for coach Alexander Santo at the Atujasa Amobom our Rabata with a fully packed stadium num I believe our fans with the presence of the fans near the at the AS for nafe how much team a level 1-0 deficit na from twasum at me anya win our side game num and yeah Alexander Santos manager at the AS for out of the Cup Champions League final and on the same way Atujano pay you didn't know Emma was somewhere and pay a World Cup Premier Sauti World Cup update 19 days to go and see and pay on Oyerepa radio and I say Oyerepa TV Ghana and I say Oyerepa radio no koho sisia na fe yenina emfa embom on him say 11th day of June 2026 and the opening ceremony near that day on him they said yeah 3 host nations now confirmed the Makacho sir Ombetmin I opening ceremony at the Amomum na the greatest midfielders World Cup Abusiam etimi ehu the Ebano play HMC Zinedine Zidane and Edikai na World Cup winner in 1998 acquire finalist in 2006 and the famous of his control skills a super Diego Armando Maradona of Argentina World Cup winner in 1986 one of the most dominant individual tournament performer ever Diego Armando Maradona 1986 onya the World Cup Chapi Hernandez of Spain key midfielder na Adrian na behind Spain 2010 World Cup master of possession and passing control Chapi Hernandez na a super Andres Iniesta Toso and 9 also the winning goal in 2010 World Cup final na mi composure he's known for his composure and for the creativity emra pressure etimi abanusom na dotosunum ay Lothar Matthäus of Germany World Cup winner in 1990 World Cup midfielder aporusurum and your DB Emma War na Lothar Matthäus there or a complete midfielder he comes with leadership tackling and attacking drive and you Lothar Matthäus na Andrew Pirlo if Italy World Cup winner in 2006 na abusiam deep line playmaker party masa no super elite passing range aquanum and the video so trap pass na to na nyasem ketuam Paul Labelle Pogba from France and a track to a World Cup winner in 2018 strong creative midfielder and balanced defense in attack on no I said they can arise no to defend the cinema bemo attack afe eba say onsen defend them wa or tebema into World Cup midfielders bia etimi aproduce na am exceptional age of 19 days to go and your demand na wa hwe World Cup ya yekoya 2026 day one and midfielders here we are he betimi etoma compare the domudi atudai nina our Facebook page Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana na fe odia to me ba boss player can kanina am said the same and said the factor Victor James Osimhen or say Nigeria and to me qualify for the World Cup 2026 United States of America Mexico Canada na osem odin support in Nigeria for na at the support Emma Cristiano Ronaldo and watching Ronald Koeman manager Emma Holland national team no or see it will be qualifies no na onya Frankie de Jong and fan mom ninginam de kakra etimi eba na niaje sa World Cup proper obanya Frankie in the midfield was he comes with experience leadership and afi team no duba bia mre moya denom or strong song and our lot for the national team now. Yamra African Afe, Yenin Komokaka, Onimsa Mekacha Sam. AS Afar and Mamlodi Sundowns Ababom na African to the world. Jayati HS 100 territories nationwide sa game way Wembenya Biashe Uko Japan, South Korea, China, Hombe show matches in live and afe available free to air in United Kingdom on Channel 4. And the African football is reaching new heights globally. And dear Ukomwa if you ever na Mamlodi Sundowns fans a travel to Rabat ningnam and Sam Mamlodi Sundowns fans no dinsia kantam sa one go na one more exchange there ebebuam ama qualification woman set maka South Africa Ashraf Hakimi at the Atudwa World Cup in the summer. And who here papa na afi 2026 World Cup no or Camobiate set the top down our Qatar na masa Morocco the Atlas Lions Koko di wamudi and ya de Mosa na nyasem kitwa kram se 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Morocco make history by reaching the semi-finals Ambeye the first African and Arab nation ever. I'm reaching the World Cup semi-final. Morocco ultimately I'm gonna finish the fourth after I'm gonna to France in the third place match in 2022 World Cup. Abusiam Honimse Morocco elusu to France in the third place match. I'm gonna finish the fourth. Now before that, now in the semi-final, I'm gonna to Argentina into and Ashraf Hakimi at the to just said the Tibia. I was I'm better the semi-finals. Ashraf Hakimi general oh better the semi-finals there. Now it's a finals. Now young Fiona Faye, young Uganda. Na kata ewo Uganda nom nyasem kitaka and your Arsenal fans nom one Germany ahead of the last game of the season ewo English Premier League nom na enkofonom and a dash no oko Uganda Arsenal fans say what Uganda no pay at Montenso Germany after 22 years here the English Premier League in Tianija Bena Yenye a Premier League and Nije and your numa oko Uganda if you ever and your momenia date Nelson Kitoka and the pay show your life ewo Oyerepa 100.7 FM and your live on Oyerepa TV and pay socials no so Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana oko WhatsApp message no 0241915555 now fe 0241915555 now yanko Italy na Anra and a confirmation by set Lautaro Martinez among Nemino as Serie A best striker of the season Federico Di Marco Serie A MVP of the season after Christian Kivu as the manager of the season na Inter Milan aya debi I'm a Christian Kivu winning the double for the club. The second person on fee Italy Cromwell na OJ Scudetto with the club in the Enra Inter Milan dinner for Christian Kivu. Na anyasem keto video na da Inter Milan dinner for Christian Kivu and a damn I report TV no so timi sem penim forum and na kwai ne ni jepa na anyasem keto na Sas Fabregas and the two jasem Nico Pass mom Inter Milan unim say I speculated some boy ne kwaya juma ama Inter Milan Interfo ni abre say amu player na so seswom etise Nico Pass na eno na Sas Fabregas said I be say boy na nkosi akan amba Madrid in the summer obetinam ani komo etime aya juma afi in the Serie A 12 goals 7 assists and Nico Pass etime aya Luka Modric amasa obetinam anansa obeko and I say oh I feel good our AC Milan na aya club Ukraine mamantem de na so do club na che odi atemem our super pam Milan pussy set 1 year deal more or amobetimi a confirming very soon AS Roma hwanim Sir Antonio Nusa osekan ema RB Leipzig aya winger amode Antonio Nusa ebeba no be adwuma ama AS Roma bobokorom eno enti uko Inter Milan suya Kepa Arrizabalaga Demete etem se amu monitor the situation se that bia woman some ebetime akakapa especially in the summer uko the final match of the season one more games ni we are and AC Milan lot of changes ebetime aba na Juventus mamenko Giorgio Chiellini abusiam it is suspected some also expected a Juventus amema more powers and influence so ebetime ati abuam ama club etime akwa na nim and AC Milan Jerry Cadna abusiam say Fulani resignation say adwuma no wa resign onya biam enche ombe confirme na Massimo Cavilli abusuam reporter eba echesenyo no and very pressy Giorgio Fulani and your report and nkoma medie ewo Milan team no Inter abusuam kacho according to report ya so many abre pampo se Nico Pass no omunya no a empenifom empo bia ne so sesom et se Nico Pass nomram ema ya adwuma informative na dinina eto onim enano pay away from Italy England nothing yanin komom ewo England anopay na John Terry wakasa mere won sembaba maminko Thierry Henry na suye na Thierry Henry and na on Thomas Tuchel England squad selection and on say oyono and na training on so and na take decision na pressure they say ba eyono and na ekoro so na England de or come Thomas Tuchel ate se oko World Cup no went me and better am last World Cup am kwai na and you be do assemble to no massa players I'm a deliver players I'm a tre some days now I'm here jumam at the Emma club putting in a South players nibi and to me anko the World Cup into two players now konam far massa amba so dia gusum in 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar England already the quarter finals so the question is opening better the quarter finals and bia semi final and all come only say I France and England a film after 2-1 match me kaisa match no pa na nyasem ketwa eno aye defium etoda enano pay Mohammed Salah Gali the Egyptian king say they all say goodbye to Liverpool in 2026 2027 you the Egyptian king sam o sia kan ama Liverpool as a club no aye ne bibia Liverpool club na aye a lot at the ama onom Mohammed Salah Gali na nanom obone mana manem se ye season ya ye nto so biem e Liverpool ya koba be from na mana catcher onom Mo Salah se papa se ye koba bia Liverpool de so ye be support Liverpool club no eno aye nsem a if you ever na onim se aye 306 matches 186 goals 81 assists and Mo Salah ayem at the Emma Liverpool with the season na abusuam Chelsea and Manchester United the amete HSA Morgan Rogers a player Emma Aston Villa so two teams here we can come so at the Emma say Chelsea and Yabrem say amo a boy no and found say nra meet him to me so between Atalanta and Manchester United amunyina akọ Benkromna Edison Jumam ama Manchester United na I'm saying I'm pay Morgan Rogers na 80 million pounds utwese sikana Aston Villa are ready so umbe janum na wabesi akan amount some stats our 2025-2026 season Morgan Rogers I recorded 12 goals 10 assists 22 goal contributions now across all competition for Aston Villa. Now, breaking it down, Premier League, 9 goals, 5 assists. Europa League, 2 goals, 4 assists. Now, Domestic Cup, 1 goal, 1 assist overall. Across FA Cup, and League Cup, and I'm a day, I'm on pay. Now, if you now call Unai Emery, now, sure, yeah. Unai Emery, so, oh, yeah, baby. Emma Aston Villa team no na ningina mu no se ebeba mu a this a club no owners eternity obedu ye no ene no credit ya oka eyen owners no achiro dom ede ache no owners no ayebi ede amana papa eso nanim na de oka nyina ene sem enye se bia di Europa League enti no no Europa League na yadenom na sem etimi atoso na Roberto Di Zerbi abusuam ose okango biate Sir, I was Tottenham Spurs players be over the weekend oni assembly abeka at the actual players and the name sir club room I was I'm save the club and then I was I'm fighting with their blood and nothing him couldn't jam at him I Tottenham Spurs diam nothing English Premier League woman team came as a Premier League the any defender be especially centre back or to say Mickey Van de Ven or James Mickey Van de Ven a super defender or defender and were best in the Premier League according to Roberto Di Zerbi. Also only Roberto Di Zerbi aya drain say Mickey Van de Ven and aya best centre back our English Premier League ninga mo oko Facebook pages no so Oyerepa radio Oyerepa TV Ghana okwa na o to nsem etimi atoom and answer 0241915555 na o the WhatsApp message number back Canada at the amount na city players no abusia atasa amufi campus and their cars are Pep Guardiola and they edinkra and anopa na some fans shouting for them to say goodbye and they are jadintian and Manchester City players no Pep Guardiola no mutin come on crack almost oh yeah fana match of the season we are meant to assume and the players na cars are kata no mudi piano no say be heavy odi and they are jadinya abanyu kabiao and tiadenom and a touch screen so o should be and pay Nuno Espirito Santo on Pep Guardiola and on say Pep the league beer anywhere sia onya Pepper ampem ambe messe Pep Guardiola no krenie or your beer a lot or dear man the English Premier League say Pep team eba utu is a Pep team name na Ferran Soriano and na Edda Pep Guardiola si na Ferran Soriano say Pep esiani kajania seda aye club na ehu the Champions League da aye club obanom woma ya be dum pempen so bia yanso ye player je Ballon d'Or obetim dia compare the elite clubs inti amodam Pep Guardiola say na Pep Guardiola season with Manchester City afi went to me Angelic na for 10 years what day I was sitting in Nema kakra Pep Guardiola ayenim onim so winning 20 trophies as a manager for Manchester City as of May 2026. Now breakdown in him Premier League 6 times, FA Cup 3 times, League Cup and Carabao Cup a num Community Shield or the Miansam UEFA Champions League back home, UEFA Super Cup back home, FIFA Club World Cup back home, and making the most successful manager at Manchester City Abako Semum Pep Guardiola explaining this is India of Manchester City at the end of the season. Indeed, he better Pep Guardiola na or church why of Manchester City team no.
I have, I will not have. It's simple. I feel I will not have the energy that required to daily every 3 days expectations to fight for the titles with being in front of the players. I know myself. I have that season energy, but I feel I will not have. It's just, what is the reason? It's the time. It's 10 years. So the biggest decision to happen is because it's a question of, not because I'm not ambition or I don't want to try it again. It's just, okay, Pep, after 10 years. So I'm saying it's not good in organization, have people for many, many years. It's good to shake, to move, new faces. It's really good for everyone. If I would not believe that, if they don't sack me, I would stay here. But I think it's the perfect moment, the perfect time. Much better than the last season, for example. Don't take for granted. The season had been exceptional, fighting against Arsenal. You know, this team until the last moment, winning 2 titles, the 3 English competition, win 2, fight every game like the team do it. So it's really, really good.
And no, I Pep Guardiola and Sama or your 2 JDB. I'm and I don't play young Patrick Vieira. Now, say I say for 22 years a day. Now I won't be here. Say Arsenal, the English Premier League or more players now. Abasom na one person on Timin Kenya, Mikel Arteta or Bayern on say club on senior tier and to identify problem and was solve the problem. They say Arsenal, it's na ye say the UEFA Champions League or sitting in a monum and penning for me at the Emma Mikel Arteta, Yaka Mikel Arteta, some I mean confirm me Emma said Mikel Arteta ever sign contract with Arsenal. Na Demete HM's extension ebe infamian some very soon and penning form about confirm some Mikel Arteta I stand infamian some at the Emma Arsenal Bobo Korum. Now after winning the 2025-2026 English Premier League na Mikel Arteta and the plus meeting at so I had a Crystal Palace game no video no and a dark screen so on say plus new rather meeting room ho and your camera been nana nam hono and I so much church Calafioli nom and your Bukayo Saka nom ebereti ezenom declan rice nom na oba na watomu Mikel Arteta no achao Captain Martin Odegaard and I say William Saliba nom ne other players no Ben White player no ho et meeting at my cosum video nom and a just screen so o should be a nano play Pep Guardiola say or Cambo Biate say and the game no unfunny agro I was say or Chinamum or Mutimi fight nothing couldn't jam etim ayamoja against Aston Villa Mikel Arteta on Pep Guardiola ofi Manchester City and I say Pep dear on the quiet juma na no kranisem was suanema pii afi Pep Guardiola ho or say Pep no home football Pep Guardiola no ofi says Pep dakra na nene na munum osundaye efa football tactics ho na ampo ono Mikel Arteta eba Arsenal na autosum yonum no autosum nyina na still Pep Guardiola ni din komo tuno for niam bi ho so ye na fe o encourage them enti a lot and why at the amana Mikel Arteta man for bonabaso and your Arsenal fans ni kuranya hombeka say am best ever manager and enti anopai yan hwe since openinum eba Arsenal den why am Arsenal bobokoro wa win 4 trophies as Arsenal manager as of May 2026 Premier League 2025-2026 waje FA Cup Mikel Arteta 2019-2020 oje ebako FA Community Shield waje mienum 2020-2023 oje since December 2019 oruwa no buy 6 years 5 months in charge of Arsenal 4 trophies and in some letime aka ama club na Professor Arsene Wenger as a Nidino akofem kakra in coaching on himself winning 17 trophies Emma Arsenal after say on few ama Mikel Abanom abusuam ukomu 17 trophies and a Professor Arsene Wenger etimje as Arsenal manager from 1996 to 2018 now 3 Premier League titles 7 FA Cups 7 community shows and ultimate aje na 17 trophies during the time and Arsenal from 1996 to 2018 abusuam ama onom abe one of the successful managers of Arsenal na manage Arsenal for 22 years yanwakai ase nonsom Tijani Reinders a player ema Manchester City na Demete HMsa ukomwa ade no opeso free Manchester City packing others no and why didn't at the amana Arsenal for Demete HMsa monitor the situation of Tijani Reinders oko Turkish Giants Besiktas amansuya amansuni ba kom atete ho sa Leandro Trossard amra na meya jumam ewo the Turkish League num ema Besiktas Lewis Hamilton at the atu Johnson and yaje se Arsenal etim ajem the English Premier League as for 22 years na club o support e de liga e ninja some number the oka at Arsenal players say jumani see e was amu wie jumani ye ewo Budapest on 30th May 2026 Lewis Hamilton Nidian and Mikel Arteta exclusively Okasaye on winning the league. Declan Rice or say or yeah anchor of the team during the season. Or Chechemum head of the Champions League, Mikel Arteta.
Saw Declan Rice earlier on, and just off camera, he said, "This club is just amazing. I love this club." And he spoke so highly of you and what you said to him. And he's not the only player, of course. Everybody seems to fall in the same Mikel camp. What is it that you say to them? How do you convince them they can be part of something incredible?
I tell them what I feel about them, and with Declan, I'm so convinced that he was going to be the lighthouse of this football club because he's got that power. I said, if you are able to put yourself in the benefit of the team, I think the team is going to make you the biggest player in this club, and it will happen in that order. But you have to believe that you can do that, and he's been phenomenal. He's been an inspiration for all the boys. Into a player with that level of consistency for that many games, it's just something remarkable, and we are here because of players like him. That's for sure.
Declan Rice, a player, and Arsenal Chechemu winning the league, you know, at the by 5 a.m. Now, Arsenal training grounds, and you know, what she will say.
The four of us were just like, let's just go to the Emirates and just take it in, like just have a walk. Because that's what we are, we're football players, but we're also we're normal guys. Like, we would be doing that anyway as fans, like if we weren't players. So we just wanted to go and take it all in and just talk between each other, like what it feels like and what it means to be a champion after all the stresses that you've been through this season and stuff like that. And then fans started rolling in from everywhere, and yeah, just seeing their reaction, like the people, like just it's crazy the effect we can have on others. Like, and I'm seeing now so much more what Arsenal means to people, like just in the North London community, all around the world, like what it means. It's just, yeah, it's crazy. It's really eye-opening. It's eye-opening.
And a year and someone Declan Rice and two John Mikel Merino are returning after his injury, and some say they are to just 5 months out from Arsenal squad. No.
Yeah, honestly, this morning I woke up and I was feeling like just day of school. Like going there, nervous, like what's gonna be like, seeing all my teammates and being around them for the first time is just unbelievable to get all that love from them is great. Yeah.
Adaya, I see 40% of goals a buy from set pieces and a slots.
For me, they've been a different champion than the last time. The last 10 seasons, this league has been won by other teams. First of all, because it's the first time in 30 years that a team, 40% of his goals they had from set pieces. I think Luis Enrique said, and I completely agree with him, they are maybe by far the best team off the ball in our league, but I also think in Europe. So football has changed, has evolved, and we have to make sure we are able next season again to compete with Arsenal and with City again with our own brand of football.
Andoni Ariola, manager Emma AFC Bournemouth, or say Emra on the City ball 1-1 Mikel Arteta a friend na a friend Odana say. And now are you happy? So also contribute a little for Arsenal winning the league.
Yes. He called me next day. I think obviously he was very happy. I was also very happy to kind of contribute a little bit, because we talked about after the game we played there at Emirates away, and we beat them, and it was a massive game also for them. And I remember talking to
Mamenko Manchester United Asuya Makacha se enra meeting to me course between Atlanta and Manchester United on Edison. Say deal a complete na mamen confirm amount say one player amani dear din sia kantam say the tebia I was say about United Sandro Tonali na ne finom around 100 million euros or 75 to 80 million euros plus bonus. Anom a reporter eka yensano pay Michael Carrick confirmed enra anopa me confirm ye at the amount na okasanom and say Jason Wilkos and Bareda no kranie or omu yankofobia omu tie na asem and some buy to Omanimum, Omutiena Supem, another club about Champions League next season. Official Ombetie, our transfer, no players. Our second second in Ometima Banafim, Washington team near compete for next season. Young coach Chelsea, Mark Phelan, Eddie Tujam, Sir, what a squad to beat Sunderland. And yes, Sunderland game beyond Chelsea ready for the game. Jara Hakto, the development, Callum Mark Phelan, Sir. I had challenge in Kakra. I could down about team move from especially the Premier League. So Obamwa yana adaptation it take long Kakra. Number why super for the team Afi Callum McPherson on Kopama or missing from the England World Cup squad. And some say and on the
we have full belief and trust in Cole. We know that he's a quality player and we'll be relying on him on Sunday. I think in life and in football, especially in football, I've learned that you need to take every setback as a positive. There's going to be lots of them. There's going to be losses. There's going to be moments like this. If you have the right mindset, you can turn it into a positive.
Maminko Nuno Espirito Santo and also Jobe Bia sa team nom ever survive the relegation, maximum confidence going into Sunday game and no Nuno Nensam Nuno.
How important to have the fans on board from the first moment to help to ensure that there is a great support, great positive atmosphere around this.
You'll be there from the first minute, I can assure you, and then it's up to us to deliver so the support continues.
How would you describe the confidence levels that you and the players feel ahead of this weekend?
Maximum, because there's no other way. Maximum confidence,
Maminko Roberto Di Zerbi's Tottenham Spurs ahead of Everton. Now Roberto Di Zerbi, your manager, Emma Tottenham Spurs. The latest team news of preview MIA.
Solanke is available for tomorrow. We have to decide if he starts in the first 11 or not, and Madison is available. It's always tough on decide before the game how many minutes he can play. Of course, he's
manager Emma England squad number man for say Phil Foden and Cole Palmer one for Uncle World Cup on the man say no and I say it's not a gamble say one for Uncle World Cup.
It's not a gamble. This team is not a gamble. We would have the same conversation with different names.
You'll understand that with players like Palmer, Foden, Alexander-Arnold, you're leaving at home some of the country's most talented footballers. Do you accept that that is a gamble to some extent?
It's not a gamble. This team...
a lot and obey at the amount of Ochemsam or not well Rooney, Sir Ochemiroma, or Jude Bellingham, Nimu, or a photocopy of Jude Bellingham and official England first match a World Cup. I was Ostati.
Jude Bellingham out the squad, and I think Jude would probably be the one who goes against what Thomas Tuchel is trying to create for this tournament. Jude's a maverick, and you've got to accept, he reminds me a bit of myself. You've got to accept that, he's got his own personality, if that fits in with the rest of the team. But you'd need that type of player in your World Cup squad.
Is that almost one of Tuchel's biggest challenges?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
I think, and especially if he doesn't start the first game, I think that's a challenge which Tuchel has to be ready for. I'm sure he's prepared, and if he doesn't start.
And the debate between Morgan Rogers, also Sassiam, also Jude Bellingham Sassianum, and Assasia, the former players, na Andy Robertson, on say, Amaya Mura, Amanom, Anfield, na Oko, Ekoshe, Nimura, no, Anfield, Yentre, and no, Andy Robertson, and the screen, so Ochana, young Portuganian, Junga Krabi, Portugal, Manfonia Sikao. Na ajapadena wamade yaronso elsro Cristiano Ronaldo reportedly built a 35 million euros mansion our castle line of Cascas Portugal na babia wasi dino ena yade actor screen so or the sika 35 million euros and a sisa mansion na odi ahwe mansion niam ewom abusuafo size and layout no multiple floors with over 7 bedrooms plus 10 bathrooms. And Timans Nankwa or a giant Makumaku edu our 7 bedrooms na enso indoor and outdoor pools. Our Olympic size indoor pool. Now it's a dining film, you know, our pool ho, our luxurious outdoor pool. Babon Tensua, our pool ho with jacuzzi, our home gym and spa. Our home gymmer, equipped with gym equipment. Our steam room, our massage area, our private cinema, our dining room, a state-of-the-art home theater, audition movie, anajo, luxury garage, baby, you're packing a car. I say showroom, no, I say showroom to Oyerepa TV, baby, I don't know that because dining now, you know, hinty and one some no, not trophy room, our dining room, entertainment areas, game room, wine room, former dining carter, one room in the fine, private gardens and sports facilities, high security. If you're our baby, how the security nkwa and or the 35 million euros and I see some mansion of Portugal in Cascas into video and a bencio into Abramono will be different though. And a Cristiano Ronaldo come on and a tipi and play Spain and I make a Madrid Museum Madika can't that same omo dombe bia say beefo up the squad na enradie oko sporting CP journalist for Australia. I say Martin Jumantanom, Akodana Bre 26-year-old midfielder. Now he's known for his presence in the midfield, the tackling, the passing, a super Obeba Madrid team nom and your reporter Yansa I cannot play Enzo Fernandez and some Madrid ayo Dombebia so I'm the World Cup winner nom Ebebam Alvaro Arbeloa Elbo Athletic Club Bilbao name Oria wa confirm the season about na we on so with Madrid the BM Jose Mourinho at the place Bebam na abusiam players accept on Befi Madrid no Frank Garcia, Denis Ceballos, Gonzalo Garcia, Franco Mastantueno, Abeko Loan, David Alaba, Efi Madrid team num another the contract abana we Madrid instant day and for Emmanuel joining Real Madrid in 2021. Now a free transfer from Bayern Munich after highly successful career in Germany. Now on his club achievement La Liga mienum Supercopa de España mienum UEFA Champions League back home, UEFA Super Cup back home, and a FIFA Club World Cup back home. Now Fiorentino Perez at that David Alaba with an affection and a Madrid Desta Spirit or the Emma Club nom na mamin ko Patrick Vieira na suye what may a story be about Jose Mourinho. Patrick Vieira saying yente story no I say are you the right man obetime a coach Real Madrid adaya was say he's known how to handle champions. Ebia what you din Oye Vinicius Junior, Oye Kylian Mbappe, Jose Mourinho, and Mkwanya, your first home a handle sa and cofonum. Ningina money say maybe on Patrick Vieira, not with prayer and or return a Nana a 2009 on Manchester United Inter and a Kwakobo United Inter match 2009. And our catcher and say Woofy in Dubai Che. No memum me here I want me line up num about 60 minutes at the team against United after 4 minutes. I say on your pass be passing by no mistake. Passing by a mistake na. O say Jose Mourinho in free game num. And all this with the Muntai bar game num. The next morning and on no particular con office I then I'll even free game num say where not the me pesa we your petrol so onye and no crescent promises 60 minutes na bomb no mom dia na me pesa we our petrol so na onye na Hans Flick bomb Pep Guardiola basom where the Juma why English Premier League La Liga after Bundesliga or say we coach be ko bia who say Pep team name and coach bia about team na found the circumstances before say obefi no na wonya trophies at the amount na unim sam Barca Echo João Pedro home Hurricane home Ningina mona amfa Diayate HMC said ye ombeko low profile strikers no ho na amache say woman sa ebetimi akami na Barca emano omo hwa nim say omba winning the Women's Champions League omo winia Barca for some man 3 million euros bonus eno ay Nike for bosha omo de ama Barca penny form Ronald Koeman or say Robert Lewandowski ay top striker say Barcelona and play Robert Lewandowski be affectable Atletico de Madrid hwanim say Marco Correa woman some abekano every Chelsea adena we dene ningina moni say Chapi Alonso ay fan of Marco Correa hwanim say Marco Correa and so betime atram no way adwuma e de amatim yanko Germany na the last time Bayern Munich I win the DFB Pokal yanhwe na final against VfB Stuttgart you better video no na nyasem kitaka and goals so mo share kwan plus na fa so deliver na Alexander Nubel or goalkeeper Emma VfB Stuttgart Demete HMC season no eba na we ya on twaso biem I was Stuttgart bobokonum and European teams are odom and edina cha amotwa nim sa amonsam abetime akano Max Ebel on transfer policy or upcoming window num and I say on the top players there Nemum enya de sem ambeye Jose Bain bia your positions bia I was say amode eba Joshua Kimmich sem game against Stuttgart no a special I was say kunim game etimi aya womodia Vincent Kompany trophy na hu hia no I was say oje onim sem the last decade near Bayern Munich I win Bundesliga. I win DFB Pokal near Dia 2015-2016. On him set Bayern defeated Borussia Dortmund 4-3 on penalties and a winner year 2018-19. How much Leipzig 3-0 in the final and a JR you didn't know to him and ne ano pay way a fiti Borussia. Happy birthday to Dorin Safua offensive about 4 from Samuel K. Mensah. Samuel K. Mensah or say happy birthday to Doreen Safua offensive about 4 and see I want some and I'll pay Chairman Alexua what can I say Chairman Alexua and I'll pay Chairman Abadada to say if one about the Dunima Wina comes so Chairman yet Shania the identity Chairman only I was saying I'll pay yet Chairman Nyankwada enti anopay yeden ko phone close semnom SC weekend edition of today's sports at Twaso with the head of sports of Promise Media Mr. Eugene adu Poku striker on the team that transfer enti anopay before Sam show no Twaso yenin komo kakra bi emra we sia no ma onya hoden anopay ho chena na me boboto baako deep one bo baako basa unse sauce no ya juma gidigidi mu tete space bum ya juma gidigidi and one day sa Dr. Otowobok or say body alkaline wom no ya na sa alkaline no nti e ma won yare bebrebe ampo all sentiment chew na nsu a wonum alkaline wom na no ma all sentiment chew de be na malaria etimi achew nti Stevo ene ni nuanom ewa ha yen koma so ye na fe yen komom with Kangen and magic drinking water. Stevo, good morning.
Media, good morning.
Sir, Bibia did
they are changing their use to their chair. Bibia fine.
The next 10 minutes ready. You bet ye and some pa from Kangen and magic drinking water.
Good. Meda say na mamincha ahwefo ene tiefo nyina na memo bia kwaba emra eye presentation yi so na twembe wa fidie no na ye ni Kangen energetic drinking water ho enkomo eye nsu a Ghana de makasa obi agi atum nsenetie wo a wunya bi no manasa wunya nnom bi da no ena ye kan ebia wa adwene mo be ye okensene ne kakra nakasa wunya nnom bi kra wo de go and read about it. You can read about which making kind afa Kangen energetic drinking water ho and are you there or there simply search Kangen water na hwehwe na wa obi hu sene etie na Gemini udi nkomo afa ho eye ya na manfo bisa se na ensuo nso na ye bohu dawro sa ensuo na ye kan wasem sa ensuo na ye ho education sa yes it's very important san say ensuo hu hia nipadua ese aduane na ensuo e wo nipadua mu do so se aduane ne sente wo nsuo a wonom no eho hia papa ndi se ne uma wani ko waduane ho no saa na sese uma wani nso ye den akọ wo nsuo a wonom ho na Kangen energetic drinking water de eye nsuo a enya se bia ye kan fama wa na ye kan fama keke nemom no the technology behind na yade a nhwehwemu a ɛkɔ nsuo no yɛ mu ɛna the technology a yɛde yɛ no ɛyɛ ade a ɛwɔ anim na ɛyɛ sonko koraa ɛno nti ne yɛba a yɛkyerɛkyerɛ na ɛnɛ deɛ mepɛ sɛ mene wodi ho nkɔmmɔ kakra ɛyɛ the science behind Kangen Energic drinking water, the science behind Kangen Energic drinking water and its ionization. San sɛ Kangen water no ɛyɛ an ionized alkaline water, ionized alkaline water. Enti anɔpɛ yi sɛ wotie mi a anaasɛ wohwɛ ɛwɔ screen yi so TV so ana online a bɔmmɔden na hwɛ sɛ yɛ number no ɛna ɛyɛ ɛroli ɛwɔ down hɔ no enti wobɛtumi afa number no ntɛntɛm paa na wafrɛ na wafrɛ number no sɛnea ɛwɔ hɔ no wopeke a wofrɛ a na ɛsɛ yɛkɔ yɛnim sɛdeɛ tiɛ 0241 44 91 91 0241 44 91 91 na yɛka the science behind Kangen Energic drinking water. Yɛsɛ Kangen water ɛyɛ ionized alkaline water na ni pH no ɛyɛ 7.5 to 8.5 de senti o test a acid bia ɛnyɛ dɛ enim enti edikan yɛbɛkyerɛ wo mfoni ahodoɔ na yɛde akyerɛw sɛnea ɛteɛ na ma watumi ahu enti edikan yɛpɛsɛ yɛhwɛ Kangen water no yɛka sɛ acid bia enim a ne kyɛ sɛ de akyerɛ ne sɛ o test Kangen water no a ade a unya purple color ana color ɛyɛ blue na we video yɛ da so yi broni no ɔno so ayɛ de Kangen water machine no nesi hɔ no we yɛ friend the K8 machine yɛ nti yɛ friend K8 no kyerɛ sɛ titanium coated platinum plate na sɛ titanium platinum plate na ɛwɔ inside na e produce Kangen water no ɛyɛ maako wɔtwe ɛna ɛwom na ɛyusu ɛyɛ ionizing process and the anasa electrolysis process and the produce enti yɛka sɛ nsuo ɛyɛ acidic a sɛ nsuo bi ɛyɛ acidic no o de pH tester ɛsom a pH tester liquid one no o de som a ɛbɛma o color yellow anasa color ɛyɛ orange anasa mpo no light green na emu ɛyɛ ha ɛna ɛne ne color ɛde bɛma wo but nsuo no yɛ alkaline a sɛ wo test a wobɛnya either color ɛyɛ blue anaasɛ ɛyɛ color ɛyɛ purple na asɛm a meke wopɛ sɛ find out a wobɛtumi asɛkyi online sɛ wopɛ pH scale potential of hydrogen scale developed by Peter Lauritz Sorensen Danish chemist or develop the pH scale no na colors no range and as numbers range from 0 to 14 now from 0 copim 6.5 no acidic nemum no every 6.5 woko no acidic level no minimal and obetimi anoma na ye no ntina FDA say o produce nsuo ma nipa anoma ma pH no range at least from 6.5 ekonanim and ntina ma Kangen yenye produce 7.5 to 8.5 purely alkaline na wait me say ekonka ntino sensuo no acidic o de pH tester no so ma ebema okala yellow anase orange anase lemon green sanetie nemo say alkaline a ebema okala blue entuhwe video ya etwa wo so ya sene ebe ya ube hu no direct enti say the science behind Kangen water no we no or produce no direct from the machine ti Kangen water machine no na si ona o produce nsuo no e no de container na de aso nsuo no container no so mu da ho transparent sene ebe ya or the pH tester no so ma ube hu nsuo no color na eba no nti also the som na ba color say purple ebi so be kan say blue enti we red bi anim enye yellow ena no so enye orange no waka say acidic enti Kangen water no purely alkaline water enti acid bi anim a ebe ha oni padua. That is the power behind Kangen Energic drinking water enti anopese wutia ensuo de ma wani nko wunsu a wonom ho na de enti a ebe kan fa ma say Kangen water ena eni nsu ensu a emma empower ho na fa numbers na frɛ na place orders si a ye ka say menimi nua Neza a yeti studio ha enye ye ne ebe fa course no enti mi ka say ya number na de atodwa no betimi afrɛ o frɛ ya direct eco office enti meko Neza ho na Neza the numbers na mayen ye wi a message kyerɛ another video a esa so explain the technology behind Kangen Energic drinking water na ma wate ase na ma woni enti a ye kan fa ma say Kangen ani nsu a fa ye nsu dada obenom ti number no Neza be boy
Steven say na no pay ya ka say ya wo ho kwan so be from 0241
good
44 91
0241
44 91
91
and I say 050
73
79
474
050
73
79
474
active for WhatsApp in time and I know person through WhatsApp call wobɛtumi afrɛ Steve.
Good. And Neza Medal saying, Tisana Neza Akano, number no air active or WhatsApp, baby Biara or Obetima sending voice note. Question be or person will be Safa Kanjan water home. You be you are not on picking on you are not send it here from the office direct. Send it here, you free delivery. Efa Ghana Habebia, every region Kanjan and Naja drinking water air day. Ewa Hoti Bobone Mamosa and Kayem proceed to the next video. Now, a video where a Kanjan water machine no and I produce Kanjan water no. Now person tested the electrolysis in the process no. How electrons are and what a kanje water no motie enti wo hwe wa connect nsuo na wa kanje water machine no ba ko na si ni nchen no broni no wa produce machine no wa produce nsuo no na yanko echi kakra o won say video no also wa line up nsuo ahodo e na odi cap esisi ebia anim na wa hwie nsuo no aden e de gugu bia mu e na wa connect electrical bulb e de ama electricity e na enti so de switch ano ehye nsuo no mu a se nsuo no living water nsuo no enkwa wom nsuo no contain electrons abema wo cells no ehwa ye den na wo hunam nkomo na ya adwuma yi a so de hyema e wo se nsuo no timi sunlight no enti so we de nsuo no si direct ebia ne bottle eni si no also de hye nsuo no ahodo de aka ne nyina mu a eye den bulb no enso because one electrons bia nya den eni nsuo no no ena a minerals enso nya den eni nsuo no ena nsuo no eni ahoden saa esenetie ebu ho a acidic ebi nso ho no a ne strength na ewo form as a matter of fact say nsuo we are all testing a wo hwe ewo screen so mo hwe ewo TV so ene online no ni nyina no sa wo hwe gu cap ma ni nyina ni ye pe enti wo hwe obeka say nsuo ni nyina ye nsuo ene nsuo bia ye nsuo die enti a kire wo say nsuo bia nye nsuo no eno no wo test ya ma no kanjen water no electrons na wo mu ne very active very very active enti sa wonoma ema hydrogen na wo mu so ye rich enti ema woni padua no ebe very light me kasa before se me hyase no o te se menua o present sports ye o kasa oba no pe wa bone de na o to se obo a ema wo cells no eye adwuma kama de enti ema wo hunam no esisi so na wapomu eda ho wuntine mu da ho na emoja no dia frusa ne kama kama nye bibia because kanje water no eye living water enye dead water enkwa wom enti o se o de ahyehye other waters ni mu nyina bob na nso entimi nso but owia odi kan she kanye water no ma so enya se so keke bright ankasa ho sisi odi ahye kanye water bob na so no e na bright we your friend the electrons in the kanye water the electrons in the water wenti e na wono kanje water na e ma wo cells no eye adwuma tentem na e na onipadua no etimi ejina ne nan so a etimi bo adwuma etimi clear fi efri onipadua na wontini mada ho se na be o moja be dia frusane na why hydrated kama amane ma yeden akonkai kama e dia ma wonti se ya na ye kanje water no asem a yenim ne ya na ye ka yenim de ya na ye ka enti that is why we are saying say the science behind kanjen energy enti o say energy no kanjen water also de ato bottle no so eno na bulb no de ato so na yeden aso kama obeka say na nsuo be na eso kane yi I eso kane because enquire den ewom electrons no very active kanje water we level look ASD 501 no eno na sio no we kanje water machine nketo ewom no ba ko ni nketo ewom no ba ko ni we no ena DK8 na ye di kan de kire wo no eno achi ana K8 no so baako adie no so achi enti ehwo asem no enso eno no afa yemra studio na yento so ewa ha na afa yenkwane yehwe kanje water no eye clouds yeden ewom clouds ewom and it says so wonom kanje water no there is one thing about it and it say all produce kanje water no fresh say na wo hwa emu no ye shen bo say particles e wo no enye particles but a cloud e wo mu a no ni electrons na pese demonstrate anope memo remfi say ye demonstrate the science behind kanjen energy drinking water now mami ni K8 machine kanje water machine is you no o produce you no direct e go cap no mama we ono produce 9.5 pH eno no e amonone ho de o mutimi produce 9.5 8.5 even 10.5 Ghana any produce up to 8.5 now all produce you know from the kanje water machine direct owia or the light beto as here good afi o de hwe bottle no mudin you see the water all the way the cloud is moving this is kanje water all clouds na e moving no that is kanje energy drinking water so you will be a friend drink the cloud nanti so produce machine produce kanje water na fresh say na wono ma bra ene na wankasa wo ko wanim so this is kanje water this is kangen water. That is the science behind kangen energetic drinking water. Yeah, then yeah can was good. Enti amra back to studio. Na fe neza MY and yenya numbers no. Enti yeah can baby bia wo bia no. Kangen water na yeah can was no. They are purely scientifically proven. Research amount for ye into kangen water no. So your whole research it will shock you, and you know that this is an international brand. And no issue aye ye can form neza beboy na yenya numbers no once again. Na delivery no ebi air kwa no pay fresh. Sisi ana place order. Na won so won sanka wo de nsuo de eyenkwa enti wonum nsuo a na wahwe ne yi minia my numbers no
enti for na no pay on 0241 44
44
91
91
0241
44
91
91
050
73 79 474 73 79 474
actively number never WhatsApp in time and then I have person free through WhatsApp kwa betimi and Steve finally akwande bia make
yeah sure enti summarize na fe ne jam from
say one kanjen aboa try to be diligent and patriotic. The last time you can other platform
good
it's aboa no kwa maintenance no say Ghana for nya the papa and person be so you tell a friend to tell a friend yen share kanjen and go viral na obi amra me purchase bi doctor to work say baby enu hono ma alkaline wire we betimi atena all no no enya dro but automatically and electrons and as ye electrically charged in nature no aboa na detoxify ni peduano nti Steve and pay finally 0241 44 91 na 050 73 79 474 nationwide delivery ya juma into fra lines na ya active Steve
good Ghana have be out there friend na ya please order e be delivered
okay ima and Steve ya damase say anope somode kanje ho nkomo de abedan for ewo Oyerepa 100.7 and I feel live on your TV Oyerepa TV that's ene ye be say shiamo na ye di nkomo de afa kanje ho sports lawyer boss yen sorry so na fi de say de wawie bibia nyoma akoso kama ama ho obi de audio bi ba e say amanfo start chese omo say Edu Real Madrid stories na the way usinya abutire chechire mu baba mu no omani nye ho other clubs onye ne saa
stories am here need there obi otie bia obi anya ne there
obi na de eyaba o
obi anya ne there
we de solo the audio neighbor we de wa obeto wasum
me sure so obi anya wasum basa fo nyo mo there
omo se Edu Real Madrid the way usinya abutire chechire mu bie nsem ni mu other clubs they won't yes
oh anopay there me stories kwa na me wono me so ambassador door so chen Real Madrid there Real Madrid two stories as players of Matthias is on the call
okay and I Barca say
Jose Mourinho
and I Barca do say
me Barca on Ronald Koeman Eka Robert Lewandowski I'm replacing him
and now
me Hansi
there's a Barca one
me Hansi Flick on the team no performance start of the season now share second goal first leg or La Liga no munya GDS still he win the league with none players I play we Kandeko our coach João Pedro Juan deal na heading I know some of the money be share the low profile strikers
Eric Mafu former player the Mahazu
me yeah Barca man
on this message
Barca man winning the Champions League I'm so mbema Barca man bonus ni na me
mama hwese metimi ayo test BCC ansa na wasori akwa gina ho mame men sorry oheneba akwasi visa picture ya me de mawi mama nye baba it sa test CCA ansa na wasori baba isa the sports lawyer okay visa fa picture na to so mama na me hu se baba isa be hu ni pakra we baba nko na me bisa no sports lawyer baba isa nko na me bisa no okay picture ni uni ni pakro
na nimi obi a se mi nim no pa bet na nimi se obi a mi nim no pa o
hu ni pakro baba isa
I'm going to be a rasta no house a good no so no.
Who ni pakro?
No ni pakro.
Ni po da su hu no. Sports lawyer.
Ni po de.
Hu no. Hey. Baba is the sports lawyer.
No why for more. Kala nasisa.
Sports lawyer.
Was we are na kala nasisa.
Hu ni pakro.
Pakro lo ni Ghana.
Awenye Ghana pucha.
Ntia buche nasisa na mi hu ni pakro.
Hu ni pakro.
Just out boy.
Hey, sports lawyer. Okay. Mame fan kwa bontin ko hwesa manfo be hu a. Join us here on Facebook and I say on Oyerepa TV. Infoni ade ato so yi. Say obetimi a kire ni pakora. Oda eye screen so see here. Say obet uno. Uno. Hey. Usu uno. Obet oda TV so uno.
To them etie formula.
Hey. Okay. Nti etie formula na de oda ayemfo da TV so yi. Wo hwe na so obehu na oyi ano de amaye. Nti bisa o de mane na so nti ebisa se hwan ne da so yi oye oye former footballer o.
Definitely.
Abai se hu baba de sori koyi. Se wo da kwa ba bibia boko de. Enyo me ekoso kama.
Okay. Na bedru nko ade.
Aha, nti on the da so no. I just say I am for you confused. Omo no. Baba Isa. Oni man Real Madrid. No abeke kan no asore ko. Nti de o hono no. Sir Obed. Aminti we. Okay.
On the enra and Nico Pass. Me just wo award no je no.
Yeah, method of the season.
Method of the season. That what the Italians we are. Now, Jibo, news we buy, you know. I've always had my opinion on Nico Paz and the possible Real Madrid move. I beat me about. And I still feel and believe that if either Gula or Kuma or Bejesa or the simple. Jibo, even Brahim Diaz, Ewo Kuma in the system, a year. Seth Fabregas Bona, he can easily win this particular title. And commanding United very simple. Say Oshe Kumu, the kind of system on my build. Fast forward to Madrid, how they operate. Say hoping for a possible transfer. You should be very, very careful. The reason is, in Shishaya clubs ni mienu nyina enyepe. So one big mistake sir, when we are having a comparison or a conversation regards to transfer, who be here pass ye beshe baby any pan one and your money a candy a can home a man is successful. No be someone say baby I didn't pane kono. Sa a candy and any your money or why be money pane successful ana. That is very necessary. Into one say your players will make big money move, but they will end up failing because the system will be a more exceptional, and then the system with the new players that they are joining is not the same. So because the system is not the same, some of the players will struggle to adapt, and therefore they will be exposed. On paper, so one of the promising talent in the world at the moment. You cannot talk about it and take out Abrante and Nico Paz. He's just a delight to watch. I mean, the flair, the style, not upon even in big matches. So I keep Como ni Inter, Como ni AC, Como ni Juve. These are matches on Bemumbe floppy. And that is one major thing when it comes to young talent. You should be able to deliver at the big stage. So, on paper, the principle of Real Madrid and how almost signing, they would have that taste for him, especially if almost some sort of ownership. Boy anymore. But you mean common in very simple. Lamine Yamal, born not a Barcelona born. Our Real Madrid and Castor in very different.
Say
Lamine Yamal.
or Real Madrid.
The story will be different.
Say.
Barcelona have built a system where they will allow you, they will give you an opportunity for you to exhibit your talent. Madrid and Tessa. A typical example, Ewa Sensu and Poku Basi. Yibo, all as uncle and Pija at the same time. Baminu Bedia dance here say, share the development of Poku Basi. Na head that of Raul Sensu. And that will tell you the story of where I'm coming from. And as a Paul Kubas in mistake. Champions League against Atletico Madrid go the red card.
Yeah.
He makes mistake. Recently I was watching a compilation of Paul Kubas mistakes. Jibo, he's making mistakes as a defender. But so one able. The Barcelona system, when you are a young talent, now rising through their ranks, they have that belief, no matter your mistakes, they will still give you the chance. But my sense, when you mistake back where everybody that you're not head better. The next moment I had 18 months squad crown. And what I made if I any free ba. Jar Martin. And so ne Paul Kubasi Boba Stone 4 and 5 ajibo. Ofa baby na man for D1 dance. Or Madrid and Kunya Bimbo. Because that opportunity, that stage will not be set for you. One mistake and you are out of the conversation. So one who Femi Lopez, one who Pedri, one who Gavi, one who Mark Bernard. Born on Bonada Gula and Timmy Bosa Boni Biana. He can even play and be better than them. But one who Femi Lopez.
Yeah.
Look at the number of playing time when you any the development around his game. Nabi San say Ada Gula ko PM or Madrid is it the same thing. On say other development, you know, I slow kakra. As compared to bit say Femi Lopez development. As compared to so be say Pedri and Gavi development. Barcelona have a system where they have the belief and trust in a player when they see your talent. They have a system that it will accommodate your mistakes. Work on your mistakes till they get the best out of you. Madrid and Tessa. So if Brahim Diaz to Real Madrid, nobody can doubt the talent of Brahim Diaz. Fanoko to AC Milan nena hadi. For Brahim Diaz, Fanebra, Dortmund na hadi.
Tell Brahim Diaz wabo AC Milan.
Wabo AC.
Yeah.
For Brahim Diaz ko baby to say hospice. Even Arsenal na ko help body ball. The story of Odegaard is a typical example. So Odegaard didn't know about lead Arsenal as a captain of the Belgian League.
Yeah.
But there was no space for him at Real Madrid. Yes, so because at that time, no, na squad ni more PDA. But Madrid at any particular point in time, whenever they are faced with crisis, they hardly look at internal. Their first option is external. And Nico Pass is successful in the Como system because of the freedom. How Yaman that room to develop. Their matches will be Bobo on the chair. Jibo, na Como Lusu. Ne pass no buy and call. Next match on one able. That will not happen at Madrid. Unless he becomes super established. He's not super established. Jibo, he can't super established midfielders on count. For me, say Vitinha, he's super established. The Vitinha too super established. Enfani Copas and too super established. He's a promising talent. Intijibo medium who say other good and develop because of and then yeah boy de ba ko no an bufu yokokasa say why always me see a boy man kwana de be yi me free. There are matches he's doing well. But they who near you free. So I'm not talking about the talent of the boy. It's not about the talent. I'm looking at the room for him to develop, which has always been a problem for Real Madrid and young talent. You need to be established at a certain level, coming with some sort of character. Now, no creative room. Show me some Antoine, Jibo. And a boy,
Nico Pass and on your screen 10 JC for Como and our NCC on Nasem and I say Obed Ekano Argentine Nico Pass or Real Madrid youth product You see, either call Real Madrid and I say, oh, stay with Kumu. Real Madrid, a more buyback option, say 9 million euros.
And also, sir.
And Nico pass, and I will share on your screen. Bobby, and to us.
I feel Onsan stay with Kumu 1 year being count. Na ne mumia kakra. Board do nimbo. But he will need a team that he'll be given the chance to develop. He's still developing. He's not a complete figure. She Kamavinga. She Shwameni. Now help development after joining Madrid. Catch him say Kamavinga about Madrid power to make developing.
But I say if talent no a world class talent tell you has a chance say o could develop ye.
Jibo.
Because a player already in as best midfielder in the top league to see Italian Serie A.
Granted. You see, the Jibo, come on, I'm not talking about his talent. His talent is undisputed. But I say Femi Lopez na hard. Now how Femi Lopez he's been developing. Now how Adagula she send you to developing. Now Brahim Diaz send Brahim Diaz is developing. Brahim Diaz ne who no Morocco no Jibo. He's capable of leading. Brahim Diaz with team we an kobe there. Nico Paz yebi. If you know that Dako team no ma kobe there Nico Paz yebi. Pe. On say you will roll biane the many pane. Nico Paz role near number 10. Jibo. The traditional number 10 for no. Okay. The system must evolve around him. But now say what steady as star players they come that they are forced to operate within a different system. And then you when you know the team adapt it. So before so be adapt no. Na afi ni development na ejina faako. Enti me who say the reconstruction of Madrid is not a player so bad this summer. And your baba there, then Madrid yes I'm clear out. Because Nico Paz Jude Bellingham one year the number 10.
Okay.
You will 1 year the number 10.
It depends on the coach. And then how I will see whom you know.
1 year the number.
I said number 10 ankasa. Typical number 10.
All factors considered, not just on the foot. And Cafield nepe. Jude Bellingham or Madrid. How established he is. The clout, the character, the performance, especially in his first season and your last season, the first season. Now, anyhow, what building who Madrid team?
Okay.
Now, Nico Paz will flinch chamber. Now,
Jude Bellingham bear selling more in a 3-man midfield.
Good.
A midfield of 3. So what I'm saying. But Ope a typical number 10. I find a magician. Obetimi a creative BB out of nothing. They said the when the screen swing, when the passes, baby or the boss net to even a tight defense I hear Sukrano. Still Obetimi and Yatukru no the boss. The Nico pass the number 10.
Not just the field, consider all other things. Say Nico pass a drop Jude Bellingham. ABI bought Madrid bought a 4-2-3-1 system, which can accommodate just one. You see that Jude will drop to be a number 8. Which clearly call Madrid on boss our position, you know. Call Madrid on boss our position, you know.
Yeah.
The position here just behind the strikers. Now he DBC. But this boy, on your team or call better bench. On your team or qua or your mistake, no channel on one elbow.
Okay.
And that is where I come from. So it looks good on paper, but I think say Madrid for the man sign Tanakumo 1 year be man.
Fabregas says Madrid unko timbia kumu no betina.
Yes, on Trawa. On Trawa na 1 year mbra. I finish by son name your mark clear out. But I'll still say this and say this again. If Adagula goes to the Italian league and the team evolves around him as a classic number 10er, he'll be given numbers which might even be above the Nico Paz here because Ada is more matured than Nico Paz, but a team no dano. Anyhow, our system ni mian in intino, and untin you who the winning more up to date. People still have doubt about his quality and his talent.
Okay, young forward.
Pep come on, I see a kakakra. Now, when we say Pep come on, there are divided opinions when it comes to Pep Guardiola. But I can't say we over and over
again.
Normal. In this world, opinions cannot be the same.
Yeah.
But I can't say we say there can be 4 things about somebody. A big crab contradict but then can be true. Example with my pen say Abranti any morning show. Jibo. Morning show no yeno. On fan ejumen diagro ban temper. He's punctual, he's active, he's serious. To be better trust when describing the person. Obisu ti ejumen who say Abranti no oni ejumewuru aba kotwempra. Ana wawari ejumewuru aba.
Na nizo de so say.
Meba. Ana ejumewuru aba no ko ka kire ne papa say me kuru no obetimi ay morning show no. Nti bon fa no ko tra na munyi de ote ko no mfiri ho. Obisu betimi decide say when he's analyzing the guy obe pick e free the point say wan ware ejumewuru aba nko nya chance no. E di ejumewuru aba no ware no ene e di influence man ne betena ho. These are 2 different statements about one person, but they can all be true. Into obi betimi agina baby a ono bisa ne debi about the person or say or opportunist. O yusu ne yire no ene de influence no de betena ho. Ono ne di obeka no no. Obi so betimi decide say there be Abranti ye man akwanya no 4 o'clock no ti adwumam. Newspapers interviews ahodo no nam ebia onam voter region no ye interview na trend obi so di obeka no no. 2 of these things can be right at the same time.
Obi so betimi di your time.
But your time say if it's proven say the relationship with the Juma Ura yere no ana ne ba no and the man onya chance
no man another scenario. So be do tia o kase. You will be our 2 voice no ye wu.
Exactly.
You will be a or 2 voice na ne bu ofu. You will be a ono de eche say emum ye no bia onyina ho but na asem nyina say odwa wo bed
no wo ho. But my point is say so be can asem a factors or they can ebe mu hu say e your time. It is sa factors na wo ho ana say ni ho.
And on the or town so ja no so be chichirim.
No, but or town no aye ten hunu no. Onya true facts to back the reasons.
Obetimi.
Okay.
I don't ebi o say. Sports ye ebi a obed. Zakito. Ebi en fan say ne fan pa ne Zakito. Zakito ye ebi a kotokosi o. Ana Zakito ye management member Obrekum Arsenal. Audi 24 hours as CEO ho no. Ebi ono so he Zakito adwuma wo ya. Oni se Zakito ye adwuma ba obed betena se no fa microphone na. The bia no bo Zakito achi. Ti wagina no sinto so obed de. Lalai.
Say ade ama ye nti wanya bibia agina.
Nti ameka so no so benya nyina so.
Exactly. Nti wo benya nyina so a nyina so should be based on the SC. Now let's come to Pep Guardiola. Obi wo Pep Guardiola say ewiase mu coaching no. Obi ambe ne da. Waye we. And obi so say there bi yenya abotre. Nioma akọ de opanyina ba beduru ha no no. Your coaches bebre omunya sa ade no. Enti se ye ka yan fa no so be baka ho. Ono no point no no. Maka same way pen say. One thing I admire about Pep Guardiola, off the coaching and the decision making when it comes to the career path, Jibo, it has been excellent in recent times. I've always had that issue with Jose Mourinho ne Jorge Mendes. In terms of Ejumani Biomokoje. Pep Guardiola had an opportunity to come to Barcelona. He excelled at Barcelona in 4 years. He realized that standard now was set man because Pep in his first season gets 6 trophies. That was a massive standard and was set man on. Then fast forward, Dibo Osambeje Champions thing in him. So that 4th season now went to imagine he realized that Esemeko will free the stage when the applause no that's so high. Then after that, he joined Bayern Munich. And naturally, so joining Bayern Munich, your chances of winning the Bundesliga, dominating German game is high. And because of that, if you're able to excel you can easily manage your players for European competitions. And also do do some sort of advantage because Bayern Munich is a cathedral when it comes to the UEFA Champions League, paving the way for them. So, he got to the semi on 3 different occasions when it's me and final. But he complemented that failure with the excellent triumph Unyawo a year Bundesliga. After that, he joined Manchester City. Now, Obiano checking Manchester City from 2018, Ben I realized that they were the next force and ever. And one thing behind the scenes was the presence of Ferran Soriano and Chikri Bekistana, close friends of Pep Guardiola, and some level of job security. 2, there was unlimited investment and they are waiting. And then Manchester City team nobody me breaking the duopoly. Even the top 3 battles, na City for na break it through on 2 different occasions with Manuel Pellegrini and Roberto Mancini. 81, his idea and how he want to build a City team. There is resources available. 2, he had job security. So Bayern Munich, there were times not legend of Bayern Munich Barber criticizing, but he was never going to face that problem at Manchester City. And 4, City was already a force that was challenging the big guys. Into the they are good to go. So the decision to leave Bayern Munich at that time, I know I was semi on 3 different occasions. Now Spanish teams na in a film to join Manchester City was also an excellent decision.
By Young say, and no one is sorry called Manchester City. Manchester City for never found.
Exactly. He had offers, but he decided to go for Manchester City job. I say, I will always say about Pep Guardiola. But at the end, the opportunity. But after that opportunity, the decisions were right. Now about Manchester City, super excellent performance. Thibaut, everything about Pep at Manchester City has been successful. But you must be say, opinion City team no be fire no. Ye can't yen fan ka yen ka se mamon kas wo ya de se mon fan ka ho. Se City bottom na na eso no eboa na djuma no. Ero so mo se de buei. I want to go for what no.
Your coach be a wa achieve. And that's what the standard of Pep Guardiola to say the whole can. One spending as no achieve.
Na say ni na all these coaches ya can form.
Okay.
When Jose Mourinho bought Chelsea, there were pundits that felt that. Exactly. There were pundits that felt that. They just say any was because of Abramovich.
Mourinho's success at Chelsea say he's kind of one man.
People attributed success to his success to a chart no. On the count. Into the MOB can say, Emma mun you want him free commonum. Mun fa no so member town common was say. How on a city bet me a tonne and fa. Nyasa tofu framan. It was a privilege that the average coach was not getting.
Okay.
So include that conversation when we are talking about his greatness.
My main for my club be a question in Emrem. So busa questions by me and san e won message me. Or say, do your panel believe that Pep Guardiola's exit will affect some players in the City team? First one. Our own Semenyo Doku Cheki, O'Reilly, Kusinov, and a lot more. Have they realized that he makes ordinary players become stars? Lastly, 80% of players he offloads to other clubs tends to be ordinary. Why?
First thing that normally happens to players if you've monitored them, some of you Pep Guardiola, a confidence crisis. So when you have trusted the players be brave free Pep Guardiola answer, they've had a lot of confidence crisis because of how I am.
That's what you be
there be. Or you'll be a went me and Jumo Buabem.
Oh,
yes. Check. Go and read Rodri.
Buabem.
Yes. Rodri. Rodri, your city. Had an interview about his first season. And he said that everything he knew about football, Pep Guardiola wanted to teach him all over. Until you will be or her. Bana or Bano. He feels big that he's matured. Obebano, he's reduced to the lowest form in reconstructing him. So reconstructing a year, you kill the confidence of the player. And an advantage, no disadvantage.
So
advantage in
players no more other clubs now. After my passing through that process,
players you come with confidence crisis.
Into other coaches need to mean yes, Eugene Momo.
Won't I say they make Pep Guardiola reconstruct players. That is something you need to give it to him. Player be alpha Pep Guardiola and Sembia. Who say or the BB for I can play no. Into what check here. Most players under Pep Guardiola any difficult first season. Whenever they make a move to Manchester City or even clubs why Juma. Zlatan Ibrahimovic made that statement. And why he always had an issue with Pep Guardiola is because Pep will see you. No abe foul. But foul no do ba. Or sour image for fraud pese obo.
He said he wants to fit into his philosophy.
Good. Sometimes enyo bia na mechanical pass I say enyo bia na what the ability to survive such conditions. Some people feel big already. And they've done something and they've been successful. My fuck way so successful. And then man whom you have farming. Obe farming also means somebody we may brown. And then I'm go back to the minimum.
But some players here come once a minute. Majority of them are selling or Manchester City.
Normally,
but a drew time say
some will adapt.
Pep a change. No be OEBF from different clubs. You must have standard now. Almost set to Manchester City or club.
Players be brave free Manchester City. These were not players who were starters in the Manchester City team.
Zichenko
was not a starter.
As left back.
He was a squad member.
Zichenko.
Jibu, Timmy. He was a squad member. Baby Anna Kevin De Bruyne. Baby Rodri. Baby Bernardo Silva. Baby Anna Aguero. Baby Anna Haaland. Zichenko no ni ho.
Raheem Sterling
before leaving City, no were doing the declining stage. And that's why Pep Guardiola man call it.
No were doing the declining state.
No were doing the declining state. Raheem Sterling was not explosive in the last 2 years. So we're checking the data. He was declining. Me say, key starters and influential players. Alvarez score off floppy. Alvarez was floppy. So on floppy was let's go. But Jack Grealish before leaving City, who are doing the declining state.
HSI Alvarez score, you know. Say, okay, say Pep Guardiola book players abema. Alvarez score, you know. So we buna abema. Diego Simeone aye no ho adwuma amobo. Eno so e.
Players ni bebrebe free Manchester City no. Aya hebre a omo di free City. Any omo numbers at the time omo free City. Majority of them Edison free Manchester City, who are doing the declining state.
Oh, Edison.
Yes.
He was still one of the best goalkeepers in the Premier League.
Based on the no achieve collectively. So checking the last season City. You can and now no be no do no Stefano Tegada.
Edison and no fool said Drew Timer he needs to move on.
Pep Guardiola realized that his numbers were dropping. He said Drew baby no they will take and put the City pool. No. Because he felt that they will check.
Or they will take at the FA Cup any cup games.
Even some league matches. Now we're doing the dick. Now you pick Edison. Pick Edison and edge Golden Gloves for England no. Edison at the time of his no you pick. You will play or pick. Kevin De Bruyne free Manchester City no need pick. We are doing a declining state. Some common na mini audio and then Haaland free City only pick. Fernandinho free Manchester City no are doing a declining state. No much in the moon so am whatever. The same thing about Raheem Sterling. Sterling in free City no are doing declining state. So my point is, Pep Guardiola Manchester City ne one. Chekobi said Riyad Mahrez. When Mahrez was leaving Manchester City to Saudi, you are doing the declining state.
Okay. Sterling spent 1, 2, 3, 4 seasons at City. No,
bro, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 seasons at City. And then I would be defining the decline on that Yemfa Ininaso and Yena. Young league games in Nazaki so Emra. Then I would define the decline.
Decline was that the numbers,
okay,
the time, okay, the playing time.
So this is where he picked Raheem Sterling from Liverpool.
Yes,
Sterling bought 4 seasons at Liverpool. The first season they were a lot of minutes. About just 3 games.
No sir.
The next season about 24 games or she 2 goals. The third season about 33 games or she 9 goals. And in the last season with Liverpool bought 35 games or share 7 goals.
So clearly you can see that he's now at his growth.
But often the last season no fewer now. None the last but once you share more goals than the last
but
season.
But no about more matches. So no winning ba. So never do the growth stage. Okay, Yanko.
Oba City in the first season 31 games 6 goals. Second season 33 games 7 goals. Third season 33 games 18 goals. The fourth season 34 games 17 goals. The fifth season 33 games 20 goals. The sixth season 31 games 10 goals. And the last season 30 games 13 goals. For Raheem Sterling at City. They all know.
Who decline?
Away.
Who decline?
Away.
Okay. So the 33 games, 15 of them, he was a sub.
15?
Yes. 15. That was the last season of Manchester City. He came as a sub.
And about the last season, about 30 games.
Me say, in the last season of Manchester City, 15 matches, or as a sub.
And in all competition, or she 17 goals.
Granted. But I say 15 matches or buy as a substitute. If you even analyze the game, Premier League, you realize that the numbers will be different. Until not that time, no. Now Sterling Premier for Manchester City. So this is what happened. 14 matches as a sub in the Premier League on the last season of Manchester City. 14 matches. This is not a starter. This is a squad member.
Started 16.
This is a squad member.
16 out of the 30.
Into common you say, the me patch and say a true stage say ya. Pep Guardiola say, oh now but break it down the numbers of the players or more free city now. He'll be say his Gabriel Jesus na here. So at the time I was free city no need the prime.
So let me ask you this question. Players here come as nyina and what munsuo no muni omo prime this anyama. And then still the big clubs they say Sterling free city. Chelsea never told no. Arsenal never found Gabriel Jesus.
What was the standard of Arsenal?
Oh,
no, what was their standard?
I said Gabriel Jesus or Arsenal. What did they say? I'm saying the third was in the fourth season.
What was the standard of Arsenal at that time?
But they were competing because Arsenal in the last
they were not competing for the league.
Oh, Arsenal in the last season.
Now Haaland City in say.
Arsenal in the last
City. I think this is fourth season.
And America in the third season. So only Haaland spending one season. Arsenal
Debbie. Or man koi another Haaland buy
and check Arsenal in the last 4 seasons now so mon compete here.
But how influential has he been? TMU. TMU. And until Madrid they don't play on Mombre. Because the standard of Madrid was through. Some people feel that if the standard of Madrid was through, that's the only team fitting Madrid. If you're back or back Chelsea or fitting. So but the point I'm trying to make is that I'm not at any point disputing the greatness of Pep Guardiola. It will not be possible. So I'll undermine the greatness of Pep Guardiola.
Okay.
He has been a top coach. But the point I'm trying to make is that there's a different angle to his game. Which if we are discussing Guardiola as a whole, as a for instance, you spend 10 years at Manchester City and you win 1 Champions League title. Hey. How many coaches, maybe? How many coaches? With a sort of unlimited financial investment. Unlimited.
But yeah, established with since Guardiola era Premier League, you know. And you know club where Manchester City last spend the power. So this
is the difference. So how some know? People normally say it. Memeti way. Okay. And I'm a tia kunya way so. Say Bosumi biya. Jibo. Me ton tadeɛ 3 busum bia me ton tadeɛ 3 Zakito akunya and we betena so no ko we betena so no ko we betena so no ko. That is where the difference comes in.
Difference in the day.
Pep Guardiola in the last 10 years
you betena so no ye ton tare ni bi ma no
oba obi ba o se me mpesa antade with
ba ye de mana o sha enye fe na yi no
debi
na de foforo aba o sha enye fe
na yi no Guardiola have also had
Guardiola de o sha na fe ni amana to aso
your coach bi Guardiola first season no nya o club foforo bi anke be pam no
Mate.
Pep Guardiola first season, he went trophyless at Manchester City. He was third in his first season. In certain clubs, for certain coaches, he will be fired.
Team Ben away England is already third. Mama said team no in the Premier League. Whether coaching Liverpool
based on the standard City.
Team Ben away Premier League ni muna. Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United. And the coach didn't tell Robert Pamano.
They say coach and assessor. That time now, Pep
Guardiola.
The culture was different. It was the culture.
Brandon League games.
Just say won the league for Chelsea. The following season, I'm going some Pamon.
So we needed.
But some Pamon.
Oh, needed.
Debbie. The point I'm telling you is almost Pamon.
But we needed.
And the coach and assessor might look at slot. Now teams have the belief says here Marco.
Maybe as our position now, Jose D, you know, say Guardiola D one Kebe Pamano.
Na first season he was symbolical.
And I'm saying,
but Ukokhe City all or nothing. Sa omo documentary no here na. They sat him down and told him say hey, what is his list? On find a list in bra. After first season disaster for list bra.
Zach,
50 million for Kawaka, 52 million
battle for Champions League, Italian Serie A. Battle for relegation, Premier League. MZ Spain so whole. Battle for relegation. No. Okay, yen no na afi ene mrefi ne enkomo bebre wo fi Black Stars. They say but Black Stars and I say dey.
Black Stars. We are not, you see, we are not kids. You see, sometimes people want to play with the minds of Ghanaians. They think we are not kids in this country, Jibo. So when you've been a bit after born about, you see, people like when you don't want to face the reality. Time be I want to play to the gallery. Say ya na we you. Me pa Jibo born e wa bono. Obi ka say Black Meteors.
Yeah, be so.
Obi ka say Black Meteors.
Ebe team so obodo use game they prepare omo.
But na nya Black Meteors match. You go Black Stars.
Kofi Zakito.
It's more Biambe dance or official no.
Team Bejes in the show.
Or smart I think Ghana for.
Team Bejes in the show.
Diana.
Okay.
Nobody should think he's smarter than us. Boy, what is wrong with Black Stars? This new boys. I got born to show 2-0 or Mukrumo. They always say quickly now, let's change the narratives. And the Black Stars say Black Meteors. What kind of child is he? I don't call Kroma say Jibu. And Jemo Biambe Dada.
Every games no kakahemi. Na Emra.
Now I know before the games me who say story train with Tilipa.
The view just walk catch me.
Say Ederson na United person mo ko for na man very place Casemiro
sir
yeah story a trend pa uko Italy say planning for there based on what is coming from meeting say only one United for dem come we kra the aka say United ne Atalanta for be finish with Sikasem na D no I complete. Ederson is 26 years. Na
oni aje.
Ola bin say stage woni nje o. Un say players at United e dey ma ba anye ye but at least last season and you credit Amorim for that good job in the recruitment or the buy. For the first time the players by Jibu virtually everybody that came bia no was successful. Unlike previously United the babu home team but last season United signed his norm at least be justify why United brought him. It's if what following there is virtually
but when you DM
boss to boss Okoba
when you DM menya sure so a Casemiro replacement
no but that is
and I don't know why Manchester pay Ederson I must have pay Tonali.
I'm going to the same profile.
Yeah.
I'm going to box to box. But and then be United no. They said I question Casemiro rule no. Na menim why but let's see maybe why they have seen and what they want to do. Okay. But clearly no.
Ederson possible so na be United first signing.
Yeah, uti nkomo dia.
Okay.
Akoni mpa, o ma wie bibia. Da aka ne say the United ne Atalanta ne be wie Sikasem na o ma make it the official. He's a fine for that. If wa hwe ne dia, he's a fine. Minimum why watch Atalanta say o mo na o mo yaso dey no so ton there. But honestly I don't know why he has stayed there for long. We born over the years at Atalanta no. The bona senko ofro da. But at age of 26 Brazilian the idea you can't take it away from them born onimbo. Born on onimbo, and he's a very hard tackler. He's a very good tackler, and Okone Nimba. So let's see how the deal will end up. But Ebia, he may because Manchester United recently players with one bar. But I say Casemiro Roberts standing the standard there too. Okay. And see, Jibo.
That you games no kakra na
omodo ba na asem. Jibo. I'm on the Sunday okay, no there's little to play for. But for some few important rules for example, Oko the Spanish La Liga. Champions League slot in the Omoyewi. Yeah. Barcelona, Real Madrid, Villarreal, Atletico Madrid, and Real Betis. Unze almost the next 5 slots. Yeah. Akoma Spain. Until Betis is qualify because Betis and Celta Vigo 6 points different and 1 game to play. Betis have qualified. If they lose today, Oma qualify. That is the story of the Spanish La Liga. And the slot Jibu asem bien this role. But okay, La Liga anymore, Jibu maybe asem more the relegation battle. Yeah. Because from the 15 positions, Levante, Obiat Miko relegation. So offer league table now, 18th Girona or 40 points. And Mallorca 39 points. Until what 3 points Eka Mallorca one, the highest they can go 42. 42 means that Alaves not all 43 no. Jibu. Or you safe. Because Mallorca and Timiko Pano. Girona and so highest over back 43. And see baby Eugene. Mallorca cannot go more than 43. But assembly in Jibu. Levante 42. Osasuna 42. Elche 42, Girona 40, Mallorca 39, until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 clubs today. SMU Ekoka Oviedo na Omoko relegation.
Hey, inti Kwesibu.
Yes. Omoko. They are already relegated. Now, fixtures in Yejibu, those who are fighting relegation, no. Mallorca have virtually an easy game because mobile against already relegated Oviedo at home. There's another battle for relegation. 2 teams who are all fighting for their lives. Girona are playing Elche into your screen. Girona 42 points. Elche 42 points.
Girona 40.
So the 40 and the Elche 42 points. The Etienne said, "Oko La Liga anymore. If teams finish on equal points, head to head, and you decide in the La Liga. To the Etienne said, Mallorca highest, Mr. Betmarco just 42 points. 7 points down the Elche so. So in the situation where Elche loses away to Girona ebe free obako. Elche 42. Mallorca highest Osha L 42. So then we look at Mallorca and so the Elche almost head to head Jibu saying that here afiwe it was Spanish La Liga nemu. OPK Mallorca Elche won 2-1 at home against Mallorca. Or we need 2-1 at home against Mallorca no. And a Mallorca so Eshen 3-1. So Jibu and the all what Mallorca here and there and it's a debut of Yedu hoping say Girona beshe Elche.
Okay.
No actionaba. But NCO Osasuna 42. Why not Osasuna and enable and there 7 o'clock. Osasuna Elko away to Getafe. Tichibu. The fight for survivor the Spanish La Liga. I an interesting one. But 5 teams here they are 2 of them. Okay. Bako joining Rio Oviedo no macro relegation. Asrodi send a kayano.
West Ham Tottenham was Premier League. West Ham ni Leeds, Tottenham ni Everton. And who say West Ham supporter be? A pleaded with David Moyes. Say Oba West Ham no muye ni ye. Say wakwa no J Conference League no. Ntinka we dey wonye mo na omo nche Tottenham na fi West Ham so nche Leeds na nko mun ka league nim.
Jibo, it's an interesting one. Only say, only why this game, very difficult game for Tottenham Hotspur.
Than West Ham there no.
Than West Ham there no. So also easy, yes. Omuna adding, but West Ham are playing who Leeds United. They are already safe. Yes, they will almost safe. And I'm going to draw against Tottenham Hotspur.
Yeah.
I'm last game on boy, you know. De Zerbi is yet to win a home game since we're joining you in the league. Or was it Atletico Madrid in the Champions League?
Yeah.
So no boy. Until Obayano, he's yet to win home game. It's at this stage, offer how Tottenham season air corner. A must have game where very difficult for Tottenham. Also, two options to win or draw.
Yeah.
Because goal difference in England they are using goals.
Yeah. Also
the goal difference now between Tottenham and West Ham does win pa. Najibu Shadi. They are playing against the 6th best team in the league away this season. And the Tottenham in Everton. So if you have watched Everton this season away, teams are omako how mo pa away enya de ketwa. They've disturbed a lot of teams on the road this season. It makes Tottenham form at home no? Coming to play here. One, Tottenham are not doing well at home against the 6th best away team in the league this season in Everton. And De Zerbi knows that Tottenham will kick the starting game under serious pressure.
Yeah.
There's no pressure on Everton. On my relax ball.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing at stake for them.
Yeah.
But there's something at stake for them. Tottenham Hotspur. Then they are not performing in front of their fans.
Yeah.
It's a economy pan Edmund De Zerbi. So hopefully put a question now. West Ham United against Leeds. Since middle table bar, I say since Papa no Nuno Espirito Santo.
Yeah.
A call West Ham United. I think at that time now they were the 5th or 6th best team in the Premier League points by points accumulation. So he improved West Ham. The only thing is that Oman starting on was very poor. The number of points on Munya now formed to the extent that even though he has done tremendous job at West Ham United, but still now because started on Munya still now they are still battling relegation, even though Nuno Espirito Santo have done a very good job with West Ham United.
Okay.
Jibo.
One echo.
Economy team. But unse se offer Tottenham because more option me and option me one of them De Zerbi results in the home games. Or draw with Brighton at home. Or draw with Leeds United at home. Sarzo in Onya Tottenham came.
Okay.
Irrespective of what will happen between West Ham, goals will be.
There's a Tottenham chance no so.
Tottenham have a very big chance as compared to
West Ham
because for Tottenham they have to lose at home before West Ham Esha Wakem.
Okay.
So West Ham destiny is all in their own hands. While they are winning, they have to hope say was Tottenham lose.
Okay.
And it makes the dynamics very interesting. But again, Dibo, there's also an interesting story of Bournemouth possibly playing the Champions League next year.
Yeah.
Almost story no and Ochana league games been away. Na who the ACA because Aston Villa Airco City
against Manchester City.
Na Liverpool abo fence at home to Liverpool Airbo at home to Brentford. Dibo, say Liverpool Eshe Brentford, na Man City. It's me, Eshe Aston Villa. The better say because of goal difference, into Liverpool finish 4th. Now Aston Villa finish 5th. Automatically, the 6th place team in the Premier League
qualifies for
Champions League. And today, the 6th place team Bournemouth. All they have to do is to avoid a defeat away to Nottingham Forest.
Okay, Nottingham is safe.
Nottingham is safe. They can lose and still qualify depending on Brighton results with Manchester United. In Brighton, 53, Anna.
You're more 53
points. 53 points. And a Bournemouth all 56.
Okay. So you have another scenario. Say Bournemouth lose omu game no to Nottingham Forest. Now Brighton share Manchester United. And whenever they see sport no.
Brighton.
Echo Champions League.
Echo Champions League.
Zach, serious you Inter champions Napoli. Mzomania qualification. 2 sports naka. Battle between AC Milan, AS Roma, Juventus. Whenever the last 2. No bias. We.
Milan over 70 points. Roma over 70. Como over 68. Juventus over 68. Yeah. Until Sa 4 teams are battling for the last 2 slots in the Italian Serie A. So let's go back to the fixtures. Milan are playing at home to Cagliari. Juventus, derby, Torino.
Yeah.
In a derby game. Turin derby. Now AS Roma, Ako, Verona.
Yeah, relegated Verona.
Como plays away to Cremonese.
Yeah, battling for relegation.
And it's a open fixtures are. The Canadian Juventus because a derby game. Roma are playing against already relegated Verona. Como Cremonese and Milan ever against Cagliari. Unsanka offer by fixture. Dibo easily Kesanka because Milan are safe. But last season, side fixture we do number 1-1. San Siro. And this season, Milan are in this position because of sad teams beat say Cagliari. But for team beat say Cagliari, no Milan are not team because their games against sad teams no almost struggle. They struggle to beat sad low block teams, you know.
Okay.
But Jibo, I want to believe in Milan because the palm of Koye Milan was San Siro and the Udini mo Koye onomono Jibu ABC Nyame Adoma and a say on it and Ochina ebe ha dwene pa. I want to believe say Ochina there Milan based on the fixture they have to take the one slot na onomono ba kuna aka no Jibu Eden by fixtures. But Jibo, at this stage, all the Roma in here so also shall be assembly qualify.
Milan Sunya draw qualify.
Jibo. I'm say Milan and Roma will go through.
Meda say Kofi Zakito. Yebefi na fi abedin komo ewufi. Yenti amam for voice note. Amo ede aba na fi. Emfa na nam kwan so ana emfa emrefi.
Good morning, striker. Patrona omoye. Uni egusia fo ina intenya ko ponti obi amoye. Nemo striker mi busa wasam. O AC Milan na waka wasama kan ewen. O Italian league no waka wasama kan ewen. The bia what English league. What England for what time, especially Manchester United. Man U yetimi ya crash bieda. Sisi English teams no more. The person team so wo di albebremi. Na emi asem nya time and fie na mahwe musia no kase be fia me kwa ejuma itimi hwemo enkosi Italian league no atosuum kra yenti omonka merase minim se metonka
Bulgaria new CCR league ni Algeria ba league no ye ka omunya emu gidie pa osu ka obi woni ayala ena omo boy against pa Zakito Nyakopo Sheneniwo Zakito Neniwu say Zakito Neniwu match and obvious class be winning Neniwu it's not landing forever no matter the weather the street is our own Bulgaria near North London forever Jibo we a champion Oyerepa Umojuma
Boss Mpacho Ohumbaba so your story ni duma de so afidi wo nya potre e ka story no onya botere wo ho paaka nya time e kama de dasem anase player abo Madrid that say Ronaldo asema no kan on di onya botere no kan oh no Madrid area afidi aka no ha o yen jasu o kan jasu nko I won say the one they are stadium
boss ya frame kwa ambrefo me can say free actually most sports they are there metati na ya mere se obed ne ma bia o kan fa Pep Guardiola ho se Barcelona Pep Guardiola ba ya ne ya Champions League da en obeji mi nti wanya ewe Barcelona je first Champions League 1992 ɛne yɛbɛgye 206 14 years intervals but obeso mu no otimi de mmienu ka ho within 2 years okɔɔ yɛn nso baako pɛ na basa ɛtumi agye ɛno te dɛ sɛ Pep Guardiola influence ɛwɔ Barcelona success mu wɔ soro na ɔsa aka sɛ City ɛna sika ɛna wei wɔn nyɛ bi a wagye ama wɔn koraa wɔnyɛ hwee asɛ ɛyɛ hatred na wɔn wɔ dɔ ɛma Manchester United wɔn de taa Pep Guardiola ne Barcelona because ɛnyɛ yɛn yanko wɔn agye Champions League 5 Pep Guardiola agye mmienu na afiri wɔn nsa ɛne ho yaw wɔde yɛ Manchester wɔn ɛdɔ Manchester biara na wɔn attitude towards Pep Guardiola ɛne Barcelona.
Okay, we voice note aba obetimi do de so aba e wabra yedin komo e wodwumade so 0241915555 for WhatsApp e bebo e de amount. Good morning, listening to you inside Pick Farm we Frikofi Ajman Black Man na odi we e de aba. We so e hwan sela so say sibe but Jose's success at Porto was not tied to money. Semenyo wasn't an ordinary player before joining City. That is a point of correction. Yeda say Sela so dear our day abba. My club baby says how many coaches will get the balls to bench experienced John Stones and play inexperienced and ordinary Kusinov? Okay, and no my club baby. Ono so edie a ode aba eno no we Richard K Brefo or say 26 years 2 Champions League title is the greatest coach ever, but 1 Champions League in 10 years is a failure. Obed come again. Ono so de a ode aba eno no others ni nyina akoye voice note. Okay, yemrefi na yemehwe enkomo wo fi enra the Black Stars of Ghana edo money ekire Mexico ahomachin ena game no eba so eba na wie no na Ghana ya lose 2-0 to Mexico. Zach unya opportunity we game ni we
man shedan hwe
we ni PC set time na na adwuma no
na omudumela
but ye wie game no mamanfo bebre e raise concerns especially on Benjamin Asare especially was it the second goal first goal okay ama ensemble na ho visa obeboye na Black Stars game mo ball na nura against Mexico no yenhwe ekwan a Mexico fofa so ehye yemienu ti Zach yenhwe we Benjamin Asare obetimi join here on Facebook and Oyerepa TV na ya hwe nura se the game no esi ekoye nti Asare na oma passa Zakito Mexico for no beje ball no ball no to net no man for raise questions kakra efa Benjamin Asare ho by any normal top keepers all over the world a do point be one mistake and
no making mistakes a part of the game. But you see the problem is okay I say Kroma say people attach a lot of emotions to among comedy especially when yetiani kasa they think say oh time will be an answer be nobody will be on time will be Sabo we say Ghana Premier League manka he will not go unpunished. Meaning he was what can I
unpunished say
Sabo we udema onko odema Ghana Premier League player in company hwe in go be say no
oh
I think
say Ghana Premier League player what me say
the thinking no is he adwena but think say let me you know for more at this stage these guys you know their thinking level no was so onko Ghana ni Ghana League obedada no ho aya na omarukova and Sabo we it was in the league and you go and punish BBNC then he will move some but at that stage you will punished because adwene omo experience ne be abo no do no no thinking no o be punish again me pese visa on my the Pretoria in Ansana where you have a video no
okay
first to analyze Asare but visa about me picture na first na before you have a video no
visa jina baby a person jina baby Asare nya ball na no be pass
mama picture no me am the picture okay at this stage lanka how young passing to don't come or the man picture not too so obenya clear when the thing was going to be you could realize that. Look at my hand, because Zoom and I see them very well. My Jibo, at this stage, Nipana, all possible amano, and yeah, for that. It was one of the centre backs. Meaning they don't born the rest. No one of no born the rest of the centre backs. No, or no, all possible way at the amano. Jibo, look at the triangle they formed and question fin. It's at this stage, if it was Majid Ashmeru, who's on panic, Majid Ashmeru based on the experience and sub position, no matter how what form down, Sabo would Majid Ashmeru, he can manage and do something with it and no over free situation. And as a goalkeeper, you have to know your players and know the environment and know the timing of when to pass the ball and when not to pass the ball. I think it's a very key. And at this stage, Jibo, because on your center back, Jibo, I'm telling you, center back so many more book around. I'm keep us Sabo baby. Ball playing center back I come 1-7. Their keepers will even give them this ball. Few that you can mention be Alexander Martinez, Sabo, you obey simple, and you film. But Omumpona say, and the ball playing center backs, no. Do one no, their keepers will not give them this pass because you will look at the 3 players around the center back. And at this stage, Asari should have known say you can't give a center back such a pass. On to me and go past that press now, Mexicans and air press on there beyond to me.
Quickly, boy, you buy. It should be a very easy one for you.
For us to understand it very well. Now, Visa, video no. The time na born no. Look at the person. Positive. Time na born no. Visa no post am no. Ha baby no press am.
Took the wrong technique.
Time na born no.
Take you wrong technique.
Yeah. Manuka kakra na post. Kakra.
Wrong technique. He wanted to control and turn. No person you know. Where one player pen a press no.
Ebi bakuno so ba. Okay. Obehwade. Who why you wanted to turn with the ball? No, also ohu na chi.
And anything was on.
Echi there be on side.
So scan.
Ibu. Anya eneduma. You see, we shouldn't you Obe. Sa there eneduma. How me say only few. Ebi Alexander Martinez. But some ball play Ebi John Stones. But even some ball players at the back side, John Swabon no. Jibo only 10 you know why they will lose this ball. About 8 of them will lose this ball.
And then they will lose the ball
because that is not their job.
But see a lot of centre backs when they start to build up.
I don't know.
The ball more difficult situation.
I don't know. The man
survival.
That be the man what he's facing. Or Jibo no facing. It will press and obey me elbow. But not when they are back. When they see the face it's situation no. I am more for this. Bruno, Pedro, Mone, sa players no.
Osho again ni be year nra. Ade can the same thing happen to Majid Ashmeru. But Mexico or ma Ashmeru pass Mexico for Neje. He was also a midfielder, number 2 Ukraine.
And I say some midfielders will work and just imagine Ashmeru mpone aje friends. What of a centre back?
Because may share a video here and even the picture there to see. It looks like the left side of our defense and the right side of our defense. Now know you're more safer than baby or the born to you.
Yeah. You for Saturday that it was a mistake. You should have used the guy don't know simple pass to him. You are safe. But or try say he tried to go past the 2 person. Who's the boy successful? And a boy need to control money here. When you bear for every moment. But you should know the player passing to.
An area now bobo not
no.
Because we player you are about 3 Mexican players.
Yes.
No more pressure. No.
On to me, there's no way with me. Or center back.
Let's start it all over. Now here, young first picture. Then you understand the whole conversation well. on say normally so possible Emma will be our writer or few angles to release the ball.
Okay, so let's
start the picture.
Okay.
Mexico for now excellent person. One, Bako air stopper immediate passing option to Ghanaian defender or penalty box arc now. And there's also one player until no out. Ghanaian how crowd the dangerous or J or Bash. Now, o pass a writer. Or nipa no few options. The option here, a nim and now side the bench him.
And over true.
Exactly. On team found call in champion. There's also one player. So majority of the if you decide to go long, so they call Ghana or Hona,
which is more safer.
And there be any safer nuclear humpo.
Your bottom.
Oh, the body a comma left back now. They say you woo and him hono a chill side me you here. Yeah, shall have one. So I had there 4 Ghanaian players plus the keeper 5 up against 4 Mexican players. So the decision to even go but back and one crying left, one crying home more. Because what check here, who keep and who need sa area more. What free pony my back? Sa side in 2 bottle now. If anything should happen, I think I will run here.
Okay, so bad. Based on baby ball pass it to you.
That was the best.
A honey more risky because one
it's either
yeah out of your goal post. So tell me say player now pass the ball na man no. 3 players near close no. A danger zone. Olusubo ne pe because we are out of your goal post no. What are the whole goal post? At the opponents
so this is it. In triangle training this ball you no one touch. Me the mount you engineer so the ama. Because the moment I start a ball na mount the players will come at you. So most of the time in this triangle training, the one now we jinemu that tell the wabo ball. Say teams no training ye ball in the moon na. Why do jinem fin? Normally you can't just control ball on the check. And as I say where they win, you know this principle. Say be a defenders versus strikers near the midfielders need jinem fin say mo dey me neutral. Defenders ni ball ba no ma ba. Why we jinem fin one touch. So normally the one that is receiving the ball, if you are not so comfortable with the ball, your decision should be a one touch. Either one touch back to Asare, because I have the Amaba also, or one touch to Ebi Ashimeru, because they do a chinaba. So you should be able to scan, because at this point, what be on home for pass? You. He has opened himself for a pass. Once you open yourself for a pass, you should scan the pitch enough. It may Sankasare poor no boy, Sankosi akwane so. And Koko fan Chekosi Mexico player no so. That is a blunder from Asare. But the moment you see Ghanaian player no so. I want me control the yemi e free the problem left for Asare ho. Because pass no the man no. You have time and nothing you call video no so. You realize that the decision making. Mwambo nyina mu pay. On your control. Sabon yon control. Eba na napa ebia it she how open hono.
But over what have you realized the pass he stretched the pass wasn't
because I want that was the safest point. And Kotian the kakra bia ka Mexico ni beje. It you sha a straight pass.
Enema near a wrong option. Come on. Sa pass we no. O hwe United anyone kra Sani Lopez ne do dem no I'm so or dem ko mino Casemiro. Sa ball if you it has to be precise.
No so boy we say ba onu na move you.
Say ba
ko obon san fa video nimra. But there be you are between 2 players.
Yes.
It when who move ball on say no oba. He oba. Wunjira ukoso aba.
It oba e kra
oba to ho no.
Oba e kra no he just stretch the leg.
One by ye.
And look like sa pass we stretch the leg nkofa. Dibo sa pass if you want to it has to be precise.
It's a straight pass no.
Straight pass no what it. But also way the guy moved and says stretch the leg. Also train na so control. It just ball na man so direct. When you stretch your leg, you don't have control. Because ball na so direct. At this stage, me say Obed, even sa top midfielders na you come wasem do na no struggle with this ball.
Okay.
Sa Premier League boys in La Liga boys a lot of them sa pressing we. I've seen Frankie de Jong losing a lot of balls in such a situation. Meanwhile, one of the best controllers I won in the world.
So maybe say Obed at that particular moment, was passing the only option for us.
Oh, there were other options. Other options can include Ugbe Simubim, which normally Ababe a normal thing. But we name the game strategy. If the game strategy was to pass from the back, then that was the safest option. Then the point is, we need players who are good ball receivers. If we want to pass from the back, there, and even here players who are good ball receivers. Because I'm sure sorry, and and this was in the second minute.
Yeah.
And to be sure, said now Ghana is in possession. I'm sure they would have been giving them a specific build-up plan. And at this point, Jibo, Obeka so Bokoma the all right. No some bomb but the pass is supposed to split and take some players out. Okay. My point is structurally, the structure of the team. If you want to build up from the back, at every particular point in time, you should have at least 2 numbers more than the present structure of your opponent. Okay. Mexico for normally 4. It means that it's a Ghana can over 6 players, so that you can increase your passing options. But I'll go back to the picture. I'll go back to the picture. What you realize is that it was 4 versus 4 within the area. Now, can 4 versus 4. So if you want to pass from the back, okay, your numbers must always be more than the present structure of the opponent. In the 6 press here, and so the 8 and a build up.
May I sure say the entire master so about conversation here or your first choice goalkeeper the Mother Blasters. Defender or cast or committing mistakes, and I'm not sure so be a part of the Blasters team. Until pressing so be a part of the game and
granted.
Same mistake at the World Cup.
So we must learn from it. How do we learn from it? Now the structure. It comes back to the structure. See a person a beautiful achieve as now teams are beautiful achieve. Most of the time look at their numbers. So the 3 build now the 3 players bar or maybe be 2 about the cutter and 5. Because you need to improve your passing options. Because if it's 3 versus 3, you are closing the passing options and the lanes. And because it's a more press so high no or ball they are closer to scoring. So a high risk, high reward. So the Nipa 4 be press so. Now to me escape us are 4 now. I can 6 pen away actually. Where you 4 go half. And you have more spaces to exploit or more half. Okay. Also be defend not the 10 good half more thing. But some of the 4 balls so half. Now you have 4 if you means I can 6 and on. And to the ball you do you have more spaces to beat them. It's a high risk, high reward for both the defensive team and the offensive team. Okay. It's a structure and see who's a 1. Some of the pressing and they be maybe 6 and 8. Momeka back 4 no plus the keeper. And the keeper baby. The first receiver of the ball, which is the center back, in our case can be Jiku. He will have more places to release the ball to. But at the 4 versus 4, our this danger zone more. Any little mistake, disaster. Nobody can even recover because there was no center back. Our Ghana even half more to even act as a shield. Now that Benjamin Asari appeal, so at this point, most of the teams don't want more passing. Only but 2 defenders may be line also. Oh, Zach, who's the defenders may be plus the keeper. Then to the sign in such a way say they are improving their options. Kabo, we are sorry. As Hana Titan, there should be a free Ghanaian defender and Kojina Poduma. Kobe decided so pass him straight say on passing Kopunum. Okay. But we're passing straight. So the structure itself was wrong.
Zach, my name is do you still stand by the standard of Asari? I will raise a lot of questions. Your first time near Wabisa Wakasa Benjamin Asari. Either will be improved and I say we be or upgrade of Benjamin Asari. Oda Sujina baby Ujano. And as I often say the normal mistake all top goalkeepers will game at a point or more committed those mistakes.
No, this is one of normal mistakes that keepers make. Send out here Champions League at the highest stage of Humanua. Yeah. So also pass or the coche, am by Manik. And it is one thing that say I say a person keepers a pass in a day. Keepers are not footballers, like outfield players, sorry. And we are then on to be passable like the normal outfield players, So the mistake will come. And Asare naturally is a very good passer. On the ɛnyɛ ne strength but he's trying and forcing to do it which sometimes he's like you know when you're not right it's on I say you have to know your strength it's Emiliano Martinez
it's the okay nature say if Carlos Cruz a pair goalkeeper be pass from the back
Benjamin sorry because any strength no you have to that's a strength now play according to your strength
Black Stars goalkeepers you when any strength no so pass ye
the pass ye pa them team on count and say boy no manaf on capacity pa but on also he has never been assured number 1 for Black Stars but amongst all of them he on all the ability to pass the ball very well. The next one I think will be the old offense, you know, Switzerland offense, Atizigi. He also passes better than but among all of them too, the Obayan and saying Wama coaches when you sure performance, sorry, but you have to look at also strength and keepers need be coaches are forcing them to pass, but they don't mind them. Even Emiliano Martinez. He's playing a national team that like Obia pass it. But on risking no. Even though the national team which boys now no boni na e pass no on risking no go onim ne ho. Enti abaya no abona konoje baby. Even as similar same thing. And sometimes who keeper no you have to also understand who's your strength. Then play according to your strength. And the honor Asare, I think Senra and Asa that was the only problem I had with Asare. But let's see in the last friendly game never bono. Na yeah share because so far na there yen share that yen minim what Korean so because you see so foreign coaches in Ejibo before you can be the number 1 you have to show some exceptional qualities. And that's how they only go for those guys. Okay. Number 1 or
other player be impressive on the 1st of June. Oh, it's been Naka final 26 no.
Chipo. Na di kakra wo.
Player be impressive.
No say Ashmero they has always been with the team. Injuries now.
But na your test man.
Yeah, injuries now.
From the who nenra no.
No say yen that currently we don't have any profile. Black Stars no.
Afenejan
has been with the team and a lot of people were a bit impressed about the movement and a lot of things are not all yeah. But I see at this stage, you know, and you hear a striker that will give us goals. Okay. We are liking that. Semenyo is a striker. Almost number 9. Inaki Williams hasn't been the Inaki Williams na Ghana for any bread in the chino. Until this stage we are. But I hope so. Yes, some players 1 or 2, 3 be I'm sure will be part of the team.
Okay.
Yegbe. He's a player, but my problem with him is he's playing regularly too at the club level. I'm surprised. U23 when you chance from U23 Black Stars appearances a lot of but so far no Ghanaian seems to be impressed.
Okay.
With Yegbe anytime or
but player be impressive one how much in friendly game no. Amount for so bizarre questions. Carlos Cruz one quarter bench and run.
And I'm hoping he would know the job at hand. And immediately grow in Yambro. Yamba Tanasi Homache. And sorry if you pass on the trouble and my mumbo basa my and your bettina soon sounds spa. Okay, Kevin Press Watson podcast back was Ghanaians are passionate about the give. Work up where Ghana for a passionate rough. You apply visa when you did any better a barber tertiary. You apply what I say. Connection man actually didn't do many breba. It is 1 many penny and jail. You had the pressure about so early days yet. But you see, every team must go into a tournament knowing their strength. Means what he took our interview now. Tuchel is talking about a unit, not individual performance. Or say sometimes in constructing a unit, certain key individual components should be taken out to make room for others that will support Tio. Internet BBN is looking at his strength. Bona Capello the Casa was it when everybody tried to become Pep Guardiola, they all failed, and Pep Guardiola became Pep Guardiola. The person Chen said, "We are now said the Pep you know, and be and me and yet is on. But now so no air no honor would you be asking kunim? We are supposed to play to suit our strength, not something baby.
I strength in it.
The strength is no sa pass na no mo pass we church ho nyina no mfa so bi ani so.
Ghana.
Yes. Ghana has never been a country. 2010 World Cup is our highest performance or AFCON World Cup. 2010. 2010 AFCON was our highest final. The Avram Grant squad.
Recently.
Oh,
say is your final 2015.
Avram Grant, send Avram Grant to them. None of them. And Ghana was a possessive based team. In all these major competitions, I'm body. Go and watch. Jibo, Eya Brown, Ghana 6-1 near Egypt to Kuruman. It was never a possessive based side. It was direct efficiency. And one and a Ghana ball. Pass. Ole Lena near passing boy man waiting and answer me. Razak Brahman and near passing man and now Richard Ofuri. It has never been something part of Ghana. In a group against England, Croatia, and Panama, we have no business thinking about possession. Because Jonas they are all not players. Ghana can because of pass Salisu.
Yeah.
Also they pray. So we shouldn't just look at this game and say, oh, I started no to him pass it. Until young couple goalkeeper pass it. And also about that Zadi and by Kurumadabe. It is not our strength. We are supposed to go long. No, be with a special number 10. That has always been Ghana's style. A special number 10. A magician that can create something out of nothing. Sometimes we are lucky enough to have about 2 in a team. But Ghana is about energy, it's about power, it's about drive. With a little bit of flair and skill. Not possessing. Now, country and most of our tournaments about double pivot, defensive midfielders, who the possessing for home.
Okay.
And Carlos Cruz must look at the team. And I defensive midfielders, member. Ghana bona waka sune a free aqua in Finfia. All the possessing headache. Maybe I'll book just somewhere or many man. Ghana Bonnie Abajima Bedune Antoniana who the possessing headache.
Just some few seconds.
It has never been our strength.
Afenejan, a time to reward him after some mixing.
Oh, yes. I think it's over here anymore now. I'm hoping they can do something about it. Clearly, the guy have crazy commitment. And as a country, sometimes he might even embark on a project.
Okay.
But when they say, baby, I could piano. I did not tell for someone actually. See, bit me a buano. Because he's so here anymore, Pana. Edukabna.
Prince Edukabna.
He is most likely to be around.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need other people apart from Prince Edukabna. So I think as a country, sometimes you must look at other factors considered. But boy, we are boy idea. And you can say Ghana World Cup Kobobo. Okay. You must go to the World Cup. Defensive solidity, quick transition. Any strength. Some any quick transition. Fatah is our quick transition. Jordan and you any quick transition. So all defenders go park we actually. Now say Jordan and you more pass. NBA defenders me numa. One of say man. The one that can do that is Kudus. Even Kudus Bojibo. So what take Kudus are? Kudus function very well when you are quick transition. Not the power, the pace, any a bit of dribbling. Eddie Woodham. Inti a star nye control jema member ye jia bosim obi heading to benkum no bi ntum rikanya cross no bi me heading pem. That is Ghana star.
Matisse Obed yen ko messages ne so na afi yen ko ye next topic. Hazo folk MD enra one na chitafo di nkomo e wo X. Mare mfi se weekend nyame ya adom ochina and at the Black Stars of Ghana and like Kensington Uganda ebo the playoff ni ahwese betimi a qualify dey na si
visa me sure say what download what send ya mama
Division 2.
Playoff to Division 1.
I know them a video notice me, but not over the chicken. So I'm a message.
Obi na show referee. You do full jibo akonya na so kwabrane a wode kobo referee tirim akonya na police ni na gen akonya na referee ni abo ne sa no yabo ne be 30 seconds
the Division 2 game be
Division 2 playoff ode also kwa ba kobra ode kobra why
mama komra messages kaka obibini tachi say more here from a so watching right here from a so okay obibini tachi here that say Eugene Fifi essay upon all this Asare had rating of 7.4 and was the highest in the team and no Eugene Fifi there also a day abanono Oyibo Boateng say good morning sir Benjamin Asare should up his performance because he has conceded more than 4 goals in his last 2 Black Stars matches. The earlier he set up the better. Hi to Chairman Odino Kwaku Apia Koka Beba obi antimi si ho kwan Koka na eba obi enu ho best of Koka train no Koka Ashanti Region MPP chairman eno ano case close. Sharif say Zakito Kotoko communicator. He said Zakito Kotoko communicator. This one you guys want to bring this matter. Any keeper can make a mistake. That is a normal mistake. You will not cause us nothing. Stop Kotoko partisan here. Okay. Yate. Yeah, that's say. And Ponce J say I support Zach. I have supported Asare as a Kotoko fan, but I think he has to up his game before he will be in the pool for the World Cup. And no also there our day Abba and no. Francis Appiah say, okay, imagine he has committed this mistake in a match for Kotoko to beat us. Also there all day Abba no. Nana Adam see defender no na asa. Also there all day Abba no. Mamenko we hello Kokosi Jibo, what is Akito point? Asare did his job in this situation. Again, he made crucial saves which won him more points in the game than all our players. I think he did well. Okay. And also Eddie Ode Abanono. Afrani Isaac, Obeda down for Afrani Isaac. Or say Ghana, we talk too much. Abba. Bayern goalkeeper did the same thing in the Champions League against Real Madrid. This is normal in football. I'm a Kotoko fan though. Let's stop blaming Asare. Also there our day Abba Enono. Benji Eddie Finfen Ciceria or saying, why was the Blasters coach? Why was the Blasters could not at the bench for the friendly game? Okay, and also there our day Abba Enono. George Oseria Fe or saying, Asare can do this in the GPL because none of the teams in the GPL press. On the other side, he was too hyper in post with poor distribution. And no, and also there our day Abba no. Ora Kwaku Apia Dakon. Ghana lost all 5 games consecutively and conceded 12 goals. I promise you that Ghana will lose 9 games and concede 20 goals by the group stage of the World Cup. A better day and I possible. Nana Ntafwa Hine Baladi. The Blasters coach is a spiritual man. The reason why he didn't sit on the bench was best known to him and his spiritual people. But I think he will personally take Ghana far in the World Cup. Watching you live from UAE. Eno esu ye ne de a ode aba eno no. Young Gabi Junior, Young Gabi am say question ode aba. Or see between Kotoko and Haas, which club treats its legends good? And also ede eno no. Obi ni tell Jibo today they try and open the phone lines. By phone lines they say they be a Kofi Kent or say it's official. Bruno Fernandes is the best player in the Premier League. Say no athletic for any de baye. Nti eno so eye de ewo ho eno no. Same yentie amount for a voice note omode abanafi.
But you will hear Eugene kakra. Doma.
Meba na aba behwe. Meba na ya behwe doma de nisisi. Yentie amount for so voice note omode aba. Solo chemu mi no nti na yen mi no kama. Okay. Yanko.
Good morning. FM Tiawa Nkasefri UK Wolverhampton. Follow sports in the pa. Na question be a chairman drink a can person the tone na you didn't come. And it's a Casemiro. She say what in the ball by we or Manchester United. This is for World Cup. It is person bisa say sa scanner FIFA tuama clubs are omo players represented the World Cup no. Casemiro no FIFA bi tuane de na ma United and also omo be ne dey. Na chairman drink akra na mse de mamo. I come on. Bye bye.
Pacho, good morning. Your friend is bright. Make us free winning back South Campus. Yeah, yeah, baby really ignore. Yeah, now allegations of match fixing. Eta baby really. Until the person goes out striker say, young father say and now about the GFA president within the next 4 years. The first time, then obey to me control that allegations of match fixing in the latter days of the league. May that's be
good morning. Oyerepa and operator the Maka Sports Mamaniaji, Maka Sound Mamaniaji. The Muka in a crow. So Ubi Twiska ko Obi Maso, coffee the stadium, Nini Hunyoma, Fisika, £50 okay, or the Bagan is get 12. And that's why Munina, Oyena ya 200 cities. Stadium now okay, and Kotokona has for okay. Parks Nada on. It year a year. So Casa the Bay, the Adamo CA. See, Ocase, Yam Fanya Easter for in Shemwa, Mondabamo. By say, yen ye near Fanya station so being submitting by said the hostility, the new place, old place na chum, Mamma and on the bed Pelumina, if I know Pat Benson no bobo.
Mighty the champion, the dormant flame of ability in Casafri Japan, do I over some film. And my son, Busala Cra, a hammer, say, if you could players, pa, feeling any position, pa, Kotokodia, my junior Mamentiasi, it Missle, chairman, or more about. Onamkwema obabe kotokoso amaye eseno so wonsem prayers no de o akomapa na ose de bokotoko prayers be bere ho mumbo pa so makotoko atirimude itimu no ne kro me ya pa fie me ya ne position kotoko idi.
Hello striker, good morning. Only opeleni oni so opeleni kotoko de me fendi agro ana pe de mekanise itimu no this year de antimi anko ya amaye yes mpanyifo sɛ ɔmo fa ne mangu akɔ mu na ɔmo nye team no maye na me de nanka sporting director no de meka me hiasom no ma isif chips na ɔno mom na ɛyɛ saa adwuma na nka bɛboa na nka CEO no so ɔmo fa ma Fredachi yɛ CEO na afei ɔmo mpɛ broni coach na ɔmo mpɛ bibini coach a ɔno so onim tere ne mu ye na nka ɔno so meka
Before me church mu nyina we na watch from London. I'm so make a craft Black Star boys no no abo mo boy. Results no anko yi amaye bet. Me hu the mum ra omo betimi ya improve na omo so yetimi apeka 1 or 2 be there didn't to your squad na all that intino. Me mum dem share ball no man disappointed ka cry because boys no the league na born Ghana no shada nko yi and omo no expose na omo no na e wo from kakra bet and no ehun yenyina ehun say with speed in the crowd no almost struggle with magical for no amount in speed na no more bono but mumra almost betimi ayade ntimi de nyamija mu nyina munkoso mu adwuma pa e magana fo nyina.
Yeah, Jibo, good morning. Never to your friend Eric was say, me were Chingakrum, a Ben Bamboy, a Damasi, a bomb basu de Mina Muya Mapa. Me a man uni, and Tikofiza Kitu, the Biana, Tada, me submission, a Juana Mishmijina. And Pembe Brain. Jibo na make I say, yeah, better season, Nansana, I can say motor for no. Make I pa now can say, man, is it now? Say, Liverpool, I will play as a Muya Dian, beat me at 10 in Niama. I offer United that BBC and you see how far the massive.
Hello, Mr. Host, me name mo a dean of fracture me panelist minimum but the first person I was about the blaster, so what share body be pa and ocean ye palmy at the ocean as a defender, ye frock blaster. Keep a mouth perfect pass it. Look at you. What made Gina want my ababa jibbo? Area question. Keeper. No, keeper in your feet. Defenders, who shall born Ukraine. Midfield defense, no, and my pressure no cookie, and so more. You said your proper bobo no chairman. Yeah, defense no midfield no. On your opportunity to work on blast out to blaster this, no one to me. And excellent and proven who said your calling. No. Justified it, yeah. Then, because keep on doing everything.
Okay, we so a man for voice note Omode Abba I contribute to the show. Good morning, my name is Ernest Amo from Offenso. Asari is a good goalkeeper for the World Cup. Okay, I tell you that saying. I'm Johnson. I think Ghana will take the World Cup this year. Okay, we are sure. We so say AB Edifite Chiman. Or see the defender was not ready to even receive the ball. Asare has done nothing. And no ASA ABDA ono so ede aba enono. I'll say Ghana has lost all 5 games and conceded 12 goals. Has it happened before? I promise you that we will lose 9 and concede 20 by the end of the World Cup group stage. Papa Sako, Eddie Free Ejoso, and ode message we Ede Aba. Okay. I'll say we Wine Davison. I'll say good morning. Actually, there is absolutely nothing wrong with what he did. Because the player isn't good enough. That is all. I met him at the stadium and I told him that before he passes such balls, he needs to have confidence in the player. And moreover, too, according to the videos and the angles, the player called for the ball. Apart from Partey, he shouldn't pass the ball to anyone around that area or circle. If it was Partey, this wouldn't be an error. This wouldn't be an error where people will be blaming the goalkeeper, Davison, so there are the Abba and no. Fawaz Edifi UK. Fawaz, Bruno Fernandes winning the player of the season is a shame. How did he win it over Raya, Declan Rice, or Gabriel? Nti eno so ye de wo ho eno no say wo be do so de e kodoma aka kra na fi yemra na yemra he de wo
visa on ye be come blasters
e de ne si odoma aha
doma division 2 playoff 2 Premier League to division 1 aha and
we division 2 playoff
am de be
division 1 bro half
zone B zone 1B aha and Bectoro omono ma kotoko. Was it Isaac Opon and now Augustine in Japan? Mbako, but tell Romo Division 2 club. And now Omone a Katechi and a neighbor born. And your ma Bectero for no penalty. And a Katechi for say, hey, Najibu, a chain war movie. A chain war. To in ye Omoko board on my but and yes, a Dianasem. Jibu. Now there were videos near screen. So on say, fight now confon am de ashim back no jibo fight no de ashim back nti fight no referee no he obi na tam a substitution board no de kobo referee timo eno kra na agim na nipa mienu dufu no to we dufu we afiri wa ha e na ha so he obusu dufu
we esie no odoma
yeah so de hu se he obi na tam akonyo opeso otobo no
police ni kra no obi challenge no
there be police ni no abre si ebu we wa ha na ebu we wa ha o. And our supporters now can say every one who hold. These are videos in the Dawson. For Google one.
Wow, Ghana football.
Jehana who say we chase run for your life in the course.
The referee from their goodness, sir.
And no match Baku, Hanona Baku, no Sahona, or Lusu Janano. Baku Sahayana Baku Sansa, when Cheha say, Mudu Baku,
Division 2 playoff, our Doma and
movement. Hey.
Or they any kobo
referee board no call jam no kra
hwe bo mo bu referee no
oh enti o se mienu na adwane ko no e no mo che ba ko wa no ha sei aha ba ko no no wantimi anko line ba ko no ma che no ha no e no ma sa che line ba o se line ba ko no no wa ase ha enti onu wantimi nduru gate na no anwane enti fourth no e no mo ye mienu
mo na place boka ho
o mo finish o mo
place kan ho ba ko pata de wo ya na ta de no e pata
hwe bo mo bu referee no
Debi onu so tubulo yo
na say na edu ho bia be bo no ho ban ba nipa be 5 about so nipa ba ko de na be
dem na ajibo
unse
security for do say na na wo stadium
oh me nyase say o hwe park ya o mun nduru 5 mpo
ko video ye hwe nyina ase police ba ko ko anu aba
o mun nduru 5 mpo katachi no o firi mim
katachi
mem mpinfo no because o mun hu division 1 okrom ho da tipinfo no a high basis free of charge edman omu support ten say omu nko for division 1 eden
embra
and omu bacteria ebo bacteria sunyane team nti omu abo 90 minutes goalless draw and omu bo extra time tijibu extra time mame
125
what the penalty na ma incident
penalty incident dem nyanya
okay mame try na ha see na me from mom omo bo na penalty efu no oje penalty I'm say I don't want to make penalty da how can this be penalty
no here penalty
na me from mom na me from mom sisi na yin na penalty na referee ji and a meme for the say on Chelsea. Eligible. ọmọ bro mo papa so at is ready like enye be cast here bro fi say wa wo hwe bi ya wo here bro fi ya bu ọmọ pa
life for the
ya bu ọmọ pa
life for the was so especially the no work and went to go to end di mo nyo mo di we see akwase police bi na chi o police for so just obu protect you okay akwari
visa you check me the penalty na say number o de fatu so na
and no ma say brigade trauma supporters ni wure mo jibo and na ma de mi ehu nti we ye de ehu wo di de ehu de no say wure fi no ni nto he nyina no jibo for kuteku
ebrene ko ntimamenka
atatu penalty ni na de yenhwe penalty no na de yenhwe
de ko fa asem ni nyina ba
ko fa ha no mu start tutu o mu say ye nto nchi o mu no na say beteru na ye RF chairman dia ananya no
beteru
omni ko kwa transfers pa mekai ida Nicholas Mensa
okay visa I'm say we know about them dey on second one penalty no we time na
Omoba Park
visa me the penalty so amon why
into referee no ye fast dwane you
enti ye be penalty no was other discussion ekoso House of Folk MD Julius Ben Emuna enra woni ha supporters Asia on X and na say can Twitter and o cheche nyoma mu bebre o che mu eye has almost standard o masete o say obia oye akito so the penalty ha ma adwene
send and the brona ba into there
and that's a penalty who be say obia say nya penalty
that's wa o twen
no kan o twen ho antwe no ho e penalty the video we na won kwa de penalty
sure me sure ase na me ase we no chiri
se video we kwa na de ban kwa de penalty so wo video foforo de afabra
enye ye de enka se eyo omuna se de penalty no
ye tie has MD nsem on so e de atudwa on X enra.
We are definitely going to strengthen. We are going to register. Let me say this and send it across that the club is going to register players next season. That I have to assure everyone. And that we are going to strengthen strategically to be competitive at all levels. Because if we want to return, like you all design to return to the top, then we'll have to return to playing better. We have to return to good performance and improved performances. We have to return to winning. It is when we are winning consistently that all other things, I always say that football is just like the quote in the Bible that seek ye first the kingdom of God first and all other things shall be added. Seek ye first the performance on the pitch first and all other things fall in line. So it's a priority from the top as a board chairman to the bottom. No compromise on what we give as performances. No compromise at all. It is very, very important to everyone within the group to make sure that performance is top. Performance can only be better if we strengthen strategically in areas we are deficient. So that work has been done, and at the appropriate time, you'll be hearing from the club. Stadium attendance, I admit that it has not been at its best, but I want to appeal to our supporters. We are loud, I know. There are still Heart-to-Folk supporters. There are still over millions, as we claim. I feel your energy. I feel it. We see it on social media. We hear it on radio. We hear it on platforms. There was an issue with Tottenham Hotspur this season. We all saw it. They are fighting relegation. There was one of their games against Nottingham Forest. If you remember, it was all over. They were going to do a lineup 1 kilometer to the stadium to encourage the team. And they brought a campaign, show up, stand up, stay up. This is from the supporters of a club who won Europa League last year, and now they are fighting relegation. I want something to sink into all of us. Our job is to stand for the team, no matter the performance. Our job as supporters, our work is to stand for the team, no matter the performance. We signed on this. That's what we signed on for. To be with the team in thick, in difficulties and in joyous moments. I know performance will automatically become, if the performance is good, it automatically becomes the driving force to send people to the stadium. But the few of us who have the means and ability, let's stand for the team. That's
okay. We has MD on madesede out there to her supporters anymore. Say input Tottenham Hotspur and the team last season no Europa League. But omubo games are supporters Kogu Stadium ho e support team abra nei omo echo relegation. Sa nyoma ne bi na ese has of folk supporters omo ye eno ye kakra de atu edwano no. Ghana Premier League games e wo ho over the weekend. Has ene mediama ochina e wo Accra Sports Stadium eno ne game na watch you be in live. Hey, asemuni. Has ne mediama. Bekum Chelsea ene Bechem United ene bebo e Golden City Park. Asante Kotoko Baba Sports Stadium omone Swedro All Blacks, Young Apostles ene Samates ene bebo Vision FC ene Aduana, Kerala United ewo Tamale omone Nations FC, Gold Stars ene 11 Wonders, afi Baseke Holy Stars omone Dreams FC ena yinyine nim se hohoi omo free league nya sa komne Heart of Lions ene bebo Black Stars of Ghana nyame yadomo china ewo Morocco ye boy playoff game ene na game ne baso. Aha, okay. And then 7 p.m. pepe. Yene lai Kingston's Uganda and Eddie ACNE. Nti we Obed ebi apeso of bia no beti afansa na amatie for bre no so afre edo madwen chaba. Aha.
On the near Kabla Stars Jason as maybe what him say
asa atwe ko echi.
Oh, we pet him. Your friendly matches near Kubo Europe near share Jason ankasa ho.
Ye New Jersey no.
Ye New Jersey no. And graphics on me the New Jersey by we own. You own Jersey we no. Ghana friendly no. Good.
Okay.
And uncle the NRA share no so. Inti say we players we no mumbu o mu say den yo. And mama ko say Jersey basa asa. No say Jersey brand no. Today is the match. Ghana Germany. Look at that. How lovely the Jersey is. No asan we tia kwa dada. What is that? I didn't know how yes, sir.
I realize even the use of the boys are wearing OGC.
You still don't get it. I didn't hear. And I puma omunye jesi ni baya.
So Kumasi.
Omunye jesi ni baya.
BMI.
You've launched a new Jesse.
MI.
And
mention for Germany. Because you are shark about Germany long time, bare 2 months is the same. Any
then we are still wearing old ones. So what kind of football are we doing here?
The man said they be a Ghana Premier League team. No, I resting for no CJC. No, Kobobo for front. Nina a friendly match and your competition. Germany was a friendly match. Mexico was a friendly match. Nibo, young queen. Maso Hansen, Elko Tamale.
The executioner.
Nations in Kerala. A bad date. Nations in Kerala.
Maso Hansen. On the beginning.
On the referee, you know.
Referee Maso Hansen.
Yeah. Came on general. I'll be handled at the end of simple. It's quite interesting. See media man waji league na wie. Ese baby am come no wide obere. Ese Ghana Premier League.
But then a has na media man no mokoi.
Oh, send your money champion. So I guess they have to show for the sake of being a champion. But that's funny because only so me one match.
If so, the another no more has na media man na.
Because and there be as if him.
Yes.
Okay. Nanka
ochina no concentration nako
omo more
no omo games
maybe omo no omo synchronize na kakra maybe omo yi hohoi
omo yi wanchi kakra
omo yi tamano yi wanchi no yi tamale no yi kumase. That would have been a nice concept. A nice concept ba you kruma no jibo on say go for no say we assess it ni analyze omo yi dey on the mom no. They said they only at the moment whether they've made progress or not. The woman making progress and near pay video matoni a pay for from my. I'm expecting for officiating from the venues. The MP situation a baby na officiating by the center of attraction. On paper, they are now shooting me as she saw very pa. A nations FC Jibo. A draw is not even safe for them. I said the Kotoko team at this moment you can't trust them. This is not a Kotoko team, and now there's nothing even at stake when it comes to top 4. Say, I'm fan is saying top 4, Kotoko di top 4 no Africa, and then Kaswe do for no assembly. But Kotoko, you don't see anything. Almost show or man show, Jibo. The story is still the same. Nothing is at stake for them. So because of that, nations for one hand on pen on them have to this situation. So you ever heard the ABCD there? I can count the number of people about Kokotko match and Akako Hebono. Because clearly once a week or any promo. They've not even sold any concept to any fan. So maybe a last match of the season. You better present it with something. It's the last match of the IMC. all factors considered. I think it should have been more like an event. No matter the resource, there should have been a conscious effort to even do something. Nanka, ebi anwaye, ebi anana penkrabe jina supporters, neni bi ama speech be, something. But because season even if Nana was staying in Pua and at the IMC is staying, there is a need to stand in because here her clubs never approach, you know. Last match at home, it's more like an event.
Yeah.
Captain Bekasa, we are players, the Omobusu and Fobeba, they create an atmosphere and found who will be first, who will be second. It is an event which is properly organized. But Kruma dear, Jibo, looks like we don't exploit those things. Man, the Robert Tenas and I had your berry no. Near Bobo on near the home come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zach Bear 0322494401 0322494771. One kaka for Black Star lesson. Yeah, qualify now.
Oh, I think we should qualify. I mean,
Zach, I mean, you can na young fat course can sorry so.
Yes, so it's more about the survivor. I say on and so just like now England, Spain, the other you know. Also, I say one who in terms of who stays and who the Obakwana said the uncle. See, Tamale, I will be an interesting game. I know what chance to come say the game in about. I think that if you know you go there's a lot of things I will say on the Kotoko team. Because listen, I said now my report I say players need be a more proper. Maybe I will just scan near show Mukran as a canty now. Players need to be just ask can be because I say you see the Uncle they are deep that Kotoko Anyan Clay. Kotoko team no.
My
if you are boys who could just can no problem no answer no maturity no. There's depth there. They've not cleared it. Until new ones are more people are not able to go in and take the scan. And now no someone can say I say I'm you know I say omoko until I say be a jar in at all and boys need a new fit. Until there are issues that Jibo your next week I think say okay we'll handle it.
All right, Zach, young lines. We didn't baby. I can say Fernando was my twaso.
We can't go to Poku because free at least not good.
Because you intend to me for.
Come on, that's so maybe check your man now. From the Soviet and your back. Sabo ni kupatia kwa kabujia. Ni la mrefu ya first kayade. Lako tukochinya miadi mchana. Eyerin ndio pesa. Bila kutoka supporter. Last match ntimiki so tia beba. Ya bese so good. So good you need time and the bacteria to all come up. So the quality extra. Get your musiba abaka botia supporters. Mummy am la stadium.
Okay, Kojo Yadasi, Udin baby I can say Fernando was my twaso.
We dey wa to wa dey nya Robert.
Robbie Yanko.
Okay, brother, and you put out to get na no pay. And I can be nya say, and now has a book MD. Generally has a full supporters to be dim for me be am ka say. Ayana kasa no, I am Flamo. And one option no. Okay, has a book. And okay, teaching brothers and something more. Now, before I'm buying a house of folk, not to compare in the house of folk, yeah. In the house of folk, go from papa. And you say, I'm not to buy for another room. Go about for house, no. You can say that, yeah, and come here, short. You never bra, or didn't think about a house of folk. It's all my house of folk in yet, it's a first, no. Then a house of folk in it, no. Now, house of folk supporters, no. Yes, we engage.
Medasi, Yen Twaso. Udin baby, I can say Fernando was my twaso.
Nebato, me did Hamza.
Say you
walk.
Hamza Yanko.
If you have me that now, my sister, I Oblast coach, I Domingo or Catastro Baba the Chocotocoa. But at the Sedini Rima Potoco place, me say, with your mama last name, you was a mama have your watch. Me and Fanco breaking. As I say, Miss Soprana, now the baby, I made the man, I did not have a top. Inti se na kasimingo escape of Bahia relegation enya asante kotokoto
okay
ena nye baba yara ha ti boys ni nyiro mu ho na supporters e baba be pimo baba yara no omo hu te omo maye package bi a dey breaking league ni kwa dom be set of that show mu ye e just say call dojo no adia of that supporters name Robert for the year supporters no
I need so I was so could be a ruby into when you are revenge. Now revenge in any moment in your motion. But I was here come to you.
Yeah, that's Hamza, yeah, Twaso, Udin baby akasa frina do asema Twaso.
Well, I didn't think income as a what
Amos, as a spy specialist, young consem ha.
A portrait about some Juna, and some day in some hapa. Yami Petra, book pen, paper, a Banya Jumo Kotokam. No Kota, yes, Shabono. The one you ready Sakotoko Jumano Bayano, from technical bench to the end. When you're walking so by Yagmana Boko, Papa, yeah, everybody depends on Apamo. Now, Craba, I can't wait to you list mistakes, voice, so I want to make I want to make more, no to show now. Papa, I don't know first half another from the him. What do I do so? What a quiet my so many supporters. I'll come at you. You're starting how many are you? What one of my boys are starting in now? That's what about home. Miss China, or Moshamay, and somehow.
That's it, Amos. Yeah, if I do chat to Dim baby, I can say Finado was Matwaso.
But okay,
Boko Naswe.
or the other room, not the papa.
But I all right, solo infancy. Ya da mu nyina se aha ene ye di dwumade ni esi me ba cha visa fa birthday ne to so mame na yemfa enwie eye dwumade no Madam Doris ne ba Lordina Lois Edu aha ene eye na woda ye fa fidie so na ya wish Lordina happy birthday we efri o mame ho ene de ema wo ye de mu nyina mo esi a ye da mase se efri dwada ebepim ene memne da maka ye ho emedi agudie mu nsem anopa ayete